What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with you, man? Been catching up, man. We're a little late, but we back at it, man. We back at it. This is a story that sort of it danced around. We gotta get back to the war. We will be getting back to the war, but I want to get into this because people talk about black culture and they talk about, we just had the thing in Houston. You have all of these bad things, right? And black fatigue. Remember that? Black fatigue. And then when you look around, though, when you look around, right, you're like, look at these people right here. These people not even black people, and they representing the absolute worst example of what goes on, within the city, within some of these communities. These things happen. They're not certainly nothing that you put up front. But are they trying to be black? Is their interpretation of being black? And I'm serious. It's really with the 21 Savage, that dude from Britain, and then you got a LATTO chick. I don't know. The chick said she used to get beat up because she was light skinned. I mean, like, what? So she overcompensating? Is that what this is? This is a question of overcompensation, and the hip hop. They're guests in the hip hop world. They are just guests. They are not members. They are guests. It's just like if I went to the Masters, I'm just a guest. I am not a member. I'm a guest. Can I then walk around and act like I'm a guest? I mean, like I'm a member of the golf club? No, I'm not. No, I'm not a member. I'm a guest. And it's just disrespectful. I go there as a guest and I represent all of the worst aspects of the place. I go and I say I'm gonna magnify anything that's dysfunctional. I'm gonna magnify it. I'm gonna go through the roof with it. And you're looking at this, and I see she announced she's pregnant, and this dude, I don't know if they say he got married to get, what I'm saying? They say he got married to get a green card. I mean, that's what they say. I don't know what he did. I saw there's a woman, I think he is, two kids, and I'm saying, look at this dude. This dude's a low life. And I'm looking at this stuff, and I said, every time, and I keep up a little hip hop. Every time I look over the hip hop community, or I look at Twitter, they're showing me these people. I was like, do people understand these are not black people? This is not the normal function of black people. This is not. Now, there is certainly a problem. We're going to deal with that. And it's coming from the female side. But this is ridiculous, man. And these guys, I'm feeling overcompensation. The cultural appropriation, they overcompensate, being excessive, you know what I'm saying? And she's proud of this. She's proud of being proud. And it's like black people are not proud. She's proud of being a side piece. I mean, are you serious? You proud of that? You're proud of that. Man, what is it? Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I'm serious. Maybe I'm out of step. Maybe I'm just out of step with what's going on. I'm behind in the times. The things have changed. And it's sad though, man. What I'm saying, I look at this, and I'm looking at this woman saying that she's singing all of these horrific, you want to talk about a potty mouth, all of these filthy lyrics, and then it's a woman singing that, all of this filthy, disgusting song lyrics. And now she's the baby mama to this guy right here who might even be married. And she's proud of this. So this is something that women hold in high regard. What happened to respect? Yeah, somebody say Lotto's mom is white. That's what I'm saying. These are not black people. These are not black people. What's up with you, man? And you just have to wonder what's going on in the black community. You have to wonder what's going on with our community when these people are pushed up to the forefront, because it makes you wonder. We know it's ratchet. We know it's a lot of problems, and working on it. We're working on it. But we don't need people who are guests to the party to come in and destroy the party. These people are not even members of the black community, but they profess to be, and they are presented to us as they are such. And the way they make up for their shortcomings is with dysfunctional behavior, as if the dysfunctional behavior grants them acceptance or grants them entry or membership to the Black community. Oh, people don't think I'm Black, so I'm going to do something stupid by getting pregnant by a dirt bag, and then I'm going to brag on that, and then I'm an honorary member of, that's just ridiculous, man. This is, there you go. We right, man. It's 8 to the bone, bro, because you see what's going on, man. And they said she got an album coming out. So you say, is she overcompensating to push that album? And it's like, so Black women, you're going to identify with this woman now. Hey, she a side piece to a low life, and she's proud of it. So what, them now you got to go buy her music? You're going to get out there and you're going to buy her music now? And I'm saying this is ridiculous, man. Is this where we are? What's going on, man? And they're not Black people. They're guests in the hip hop world. They're just guests. They have no real influence. And they don't even sing last. They sing first. They get on stage, they open up. They don't sing. Nobody cares about no LATTO and no 21 Savage. I don't care how much money they pay people to give them an award. And then BET gave an award. This is ridiculous, though, man. If you want to be dysfunctional, stay in your own community. If you have no manners, if you are dysfunctional, if you are a criminal, 21, go take your ass back to Britain. Why do we let these people come over here and they spread the worst? They're the worst example of Black people, yet they consider themselves Black. And then you look at these people and you say, what is all of this foolishness? What is this absolute nonsense? He's talking about the Houston rodeo. Yeah, that went on. They had to close the rodeo. They had to enforce a dress code. You can't walk around. People trying to eat. You're trying to eat. People are sitting down trying to consume a meal, and you got people walking into, what was it, the Olive Garden? There was a couple of restaurants they had to close down. They said, people, you can't walk down. You can't come in here with these shorts. These shorts are too short. You can't come out in here with no shirt on. We don't care how many you've been working out. You should see your abs. Nobody wants to see you. People are in here trying to eat. And they said they had to put in a dress code, man. Now that's a different thing. But now this LATTO thing, it just makes me wonder about our community. So is she an honorary member now because she's went out and got pregnant? She went out and got pregnant by a lowlife. So now that makes her, is she officially a Black woman now? Was she 80% there and she needed to do something really ratchet, really, really ratchet, and now she's a Black woman? We got a thirsty dude in the chat box too. Yeah, and he's like talking about she's pretty. What the man, is that what we talking about, bro? Bro, go. I'm gonna tell you what to do, bro, because you thirsty. Go to Google, put LATTO. It's a whole bunch of pictures of, actually, if you want to see some body and she's pretty ratchet, so she's doing a lot of twerking. So if you like this picture, there's more to be found. And I look at it as she's overcompensating. Because I'm like, why is this woman? Because you have to wonder, say, why is this woman doing all it? What are you trying to prove? Black people got you. I mean, like, you try to, somebody told you got to do this ratchet, over the top, just real over sexual. Isn't that the stereotype? Isn't they say Black women are over sexual, harlots? Hasn't they always hung that on them? Haven't they always hung that on them? That they're over this, they're too promiscuous, irresponsible, harlots. And now you got LATTO out here. You actually have LATTO, and she's in the limelight, and she's doing all of this ratchet stuff, extra ratchet. She went out and got pregnant by a lowlife. Now, this is the dude that was sleeping with Amber Rose. The fact that she would even sleep with a man who's coming from Amber Rose, These people are, and she ain't black. I don't understand. What are all these non-black people? They try to squeeze themselves into the black community, and the whole time they're here, they try to they're the ones who make it bad. They're the ones who create the stereotypes. They're the ones who all of the bad things, that's them. That's Lotto. Lotto got pregnant by a thug. Lotto did that. That's her. That's her. That's black people are not doing. That's her. That dude's from Britain. These are not black people, and that's what you got to understand. These are not black people. And they're trying to push that cultural appropriation. I mean, come on, man. What's going on? We got to take out the trash, man. The black community, she shouldn't even be nowhere near a BET Awards. She shouldn't even be near, no. If they're having a black event, they should not be near a black event. They should not be near it. You know what I'm saying? And they're coming in, unless she cleans up her behavior. If you want to represent the black community, come in like a lady. Come in like a lady. Come in representing an upper crust or more professional side. Get the garbage and the nonsense. Get that out of here. And it's always the black community that gets blamed. It's the black community that gets disrespected. And the people who do it all, and I bet you a lot of that stuff in Houston Rodeo, those weren't black people. I'm serious. If you check the IDs, those ain't no black people. Those are not black people. But they blame black people for that. You see what I'm saying? They blamed us. And millennials said, no, her name's Lotto. Yeah, I know. It used to be mulatto. And now for someone who's for someone who claims to care about their race in the sense she got picked on because of it, she's running around calling herself mulatto. And I don't believe that. I think she's the main one who brings it up. Now, I believe that she's running around talking about she mixed. I ain't black. I ain't black. That's probably why they was trying to snatch her weave out. But this is what the black community gets, man. This is what we get. The worst aspect, because it's in the community, what she's doing and what he's doing. They're in the community. But the worst aspects of the black community are always over-highlighted by individuals. In many cases, technically, they're not black people. Say if he was FBA, he would have, I don't know what he would have done on that, brother. On that, you can put that, that's on you. That's on you. And it don't make sense, man. You're right. Another generation of black women are going to have to be poisoned by the lattos and her filthy, filthy mouth, her disgusting, filthy music, her horrible ways. Anyone's heard her talk, I don't know if it's deliberate, but she deliberately tries to sound Georgia ghetto. It's real Georgia ghetto. Hella, it's hella cool. Hey. I mean, she faking. And it's just got a horrific Georgia hood ghetto, and it's just laced with profanity. And who knew she would wind up being a baby mama? And 2 years ago, I would have told her that, saying, look, like this. What are you? What are you? What are you? Because I'm saying, what are you? I mean, and then they come in, now she black. I'm black. I'm a side piece. I got pregnant by a married nigga. I'm black. See, that's what I mean. And this is our community. This is what we have to deal with. This is what we have to deal with. And we got to overcome this. They're both interlopers. They're not members of the Black community. They're only guests in hip hop. They depict the absolute worst elements of the Black community. And that needs to be pointed out. Nobody talks about that. People reach down and think that they're representatives of the Black. They're not. She's not. Are there ratchets like her? Yes. Yes, they are. There's down there by the trap house. You can see both of them down. If I went to the trap house right now, it's going to be 2 or 3 Brotherhood Snow. Well, they're not even mixed. They're actual white women, but it's going to be 2 or 3 Brotherhood Snows hanging around, and it's going to be a bunch of 21 Savages. It's a whole bunch of them down there. Yeah, but those are not the people you see representing us. You know, we just had this thing with Drake. We had Drake and you had Kendrick Lamar. And Drake was looked upon as fake. Drake was looked upon as he wasn't Black. He was Canadian. He was looked upon as not a true representative of the community. And for once the community got together and they agreed. And they ousted Drake. They ousted him. And all of this money, you're right, Drake got way more money than Kendrick, but the community stood up for something. I think that this LATTO, I think they may have a short memory. LATTO and 21 Savage, they should be perceived to be, they should be identified for what they are, lowlifes. Both of them. Both of them. And I'm only saying that because of how carefree she is with having the kid. This dude's a married dude. And you're on the public stage. This is the type of, this is not good behavior. This is not good behavior. This is the type of behavior, say 40, 50 years ago, would have got you sent to your auntie's house. It would have got you sent way out of town to your grandmama's house to have the baby, because the family would have been embarrassed that you went out here, you're not married, and you went out here and had, not only that, you went and got a baby by a married man. And if the dirt bag, if the sleaze bag, dirt ball, if he got married because he wanted a green card, that makes it worse. If he's walking around, he's stupid enough to say that, I really ain't married. I got married because I wanted a green card. And I hope to send his ass back. I would have him sent back right there on the spot. With Amber Rose, all of this stuff. We saw him at the slut walk, and we saw him walking out there with Amber Rose. Once again, he didn't represent Black men. Once again, they did not represent Black people. He was down there. You can go on Google. He was right down there with her, walking with her. He was right down there with her. Amber Rose is not a Black woman. Now, she'll manipulate the system to get paid, but she considers herself, she ain't Black. I don't know. You got to go talk to her. And the Black community has been far too generous with people like this. They're too disrespectful. If they want to be, look, they want to be a member of the Black community, if they come in peace and they come in love and they come to help, not hurt, and they come to heal, they're accepted. But if they want to come in and they want to represent the worst aspects, a LATTO, when you want to come in and all your lyrics are filth, you got a filthy, filthy lyrics and songs, and you twerking, and you're sending a horrible message to the youth, and then you turn around and get pregnant by a dirt bag and a dust bowl, and you try to make somebody look and think that that's something that's with, no, that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. A bird brain. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's unacceptable. You see what I'm saying? The chat agrees. And she doesn't understand that the chat agrees with me. This is stupid right here. And then when you look at the community, you know how hard it is for a woman, especially now, in 2026, man, with all of these different things, entitlement plans, opportunities, these things are drying up for people. If you intentional, look, you get pregnant, you and your boyfriend or whatever, you doing your thing, it happened, you didn't expect it. That's not good, but I guess that's acceptable. But if you intentionally go out and get pregnant, you're going to have a hard time, man. And that's the message a lot of men are trying to send out. You're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time, especially trying to find you a man. Especially if you decide to do it with a low life. If you decide to do it with a jailbird, if you decide to do it with a dude in and out of jail, a dirt bag, you go out here and have a baby with a low-life dirt bag, you're going to suffer and you're going to struggle. And I'm telling you, you're going to regret that. It might take you 10 years, 12 years to realize it, but you're going to look around and you're going to see no decent man is going to marry you. Oh, you'll always have dirt bags who want to eat off of you. You're always going to have people who just want to take advantage of you. You're always going to have people who want to use you. You're always going to have that. No doubt. But as far as you trying to like going forward, it ain't going to happen. You look at a LATTO, man. I mean, the guys were in the chat saying she's attractive. Okay, she's attractive. Not to me. Actually, I don't find her attractive. Okay, I do not find LATTO. But what I'm saying, say 15 years from now, she'll be a washed up rapper. Well, who's going to deal with that? Like I'm saying, when you're a quality man, why would you deal with this? And she's got a filthy mouth. She's not very feminine. If anything, she's very, and she's overdoing it. And we know that to try to come, you know what? She's the white guy. You know what I'm saying? The white dude in your community. I'm a man. See, I don't deal with brotherhood snows, but I'm just saying I'm a man. And it's that one white guy who's, it's 5 black guys, a white guy. He's always doing extra. And you don't say nothing because you just shooting ball. You just at the gym or you on the court. And they like, yo, man, check out my man right here, Tony. And he come over there, hey, bro, what's up, bro? Shit. Hey, bro. He grabbing you. Yeah, bro. We gonna run some ball. And you like looking at him. You say, all right, man, we can run ball. And he's doing extra shit. Then you get a foul. Hey, man, foul. Oh, hell no, foul. No, cuzzo, that's foul. And you just looking at him saying, what's up with, and that's what I get, that overcompensation part. It's too much. It's just, and it's offensive. Also, for me, I'm offended by that. When people who are not black overcompensate, I'm offended because I'm a black person. And I'm offended that you have to overcompensate. Why don't you just be yourself? Now, this woman's went out and got pregnant by a lowlife. I guess she thinks that's all she needs to be considered a black woman now. Isn't that offensive? I'm just saying, when you think about it, isn't that an offensive way to think? You now are officially a black woman because you went out and got pregnant by a lowlife. So now that makes you finally you black. And let's not pretend, because we talk about the black dudes who want to be white, and they're there. The Byron Donalds, they're there. They're there. They're there. The Jason Whitlocks, they're there. They want to be, but it ain't working for them. They want to be, but it's just not working for them. But one thing I'll give you, they're not criminals. And that's the thing I'm offended by. What is all of this criminal activity? And then you go out and get pregnant by a dirt bag. And wait a minute, is that good for the community? Do you think having another generation of kids being raised by single women is a good thing for us? Also, the mom is setting a standard that some kind of way black women, this is the norm for them. And that horrific, horrible music, that promiscuous, just that horrible music. These people, the membership denied. Membership denied, man. Membership denied. Now, let's deal with this. Would you smash? A lot of dudes would, and that's your business. But we're not talking about that. She can be as Listen, man, she's grown. Okay, I ain't her daddy on that, but she needs to be careful with having kids out of wedlock. That's just not a good idea. That's going to come back to haunt her. Now, she don't have to like me, or nobody has to like me because I said it, but you better be serious about it. Look at it now. It's 2026. A lot of those entitlements are drying up. They're cutting the budget. It's less money for that, and it's harder. And it's more competitive. And I'm telling you, when you turn 31, 32, and you out looking for a man, I'm warning you. Bring in all of these kids, even her. Nobody cares. She used to rap. Okay. So what? She used to be a rapper. And look at Nicki Minaj. Even with all that money, the best she could do is a goddamn felon. That was the best. You got to understand, maybe if you could be in the chat box and you could say, hey, man, I'd have smashed Nick, but she didn't want to smash you. And what I mean by that is this, you're not wanted. But the type of men, quality men, she can't get quality men. And maybe it took her a while to come to that conclusion. In fact, she said the studio said she would leave the studio. She said a lot of dudes would book her to do a record and they was trying to smash and she got tired, she would just leave. Because they look at her as that type of girl. They don't look at her as a respectable woman. They look at Nikki as, yo, we're going to do a song together. And then when she show up, dudes rolling up. They rolling up, they pouring hen. They got Luther playing. And she said, well, okay, you ready to do the song? And they look at her and say, what you talking about? Wow, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. That's disrespectful. Now, if the woman is in on it, if the woman can't wait, to see you and she's expecting that, no. But a woman that's there to do something. If you invite a woman to your home to do something, i.e., you need her to clean up. You need her to fix something. And that's the intentions. And you trying to smash, they should leave. That's low life shit. Game is never, let me tell you guys something about macking and game. Nothing to do with macking and game is deception. Nothing. If it's deception, it ain't game. If any of it is this, if you are deceiving the individual on the other side, that ain't game. That's you, and that's your business. But that ain't game. That's not game. If you have to use some type of deception, you are no longer macking. When you invite someone over, you invite them over with the intent that you and that individual are going to sit down and get to know each other better. Y'all maybe going to watch a movie and get to know each other. And she is just as comfortable and ready to come. Now, Nikki said guys would pay the money and she would come to go and do the song, but they was trying to smash. And she said it happened so much, she stopped doing it. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. And they were wrong to do that. But this is, and I don't know. I would say, brother, let me tell you something. And I mean this. She going to regret this, brother. She going to regret this. As far as a good man, she can forget about that. Well, she can forget about that because of those lyrics. Those lyrics, man, she has some real sexual lyrics. And even a Sexy Red, I'm going to be for real with you. When you look at them both, she's a better looking woman than Sexy Red. Okay, she is. She is. But talent, this woman can hope. Listen, if anything, Sexy Red has way more talent than this woman. And because she looks acceptable, they're able to sort of scoot her up higher then she should be. This woman ain't got no talent. One thing about Sexy Red, you know, you can say what you want, and I agree there's a lot to say, but she got talent. You got to remember, that chick came straight out the projects. Straight out, rapping. Started out underground and rose to power. Took her a while, but she got up there. Somebody said she used to be rapping on the City Girl stuff or something, like she got features or whatever with them and then came up and got her own thing going. No, she can write and make music. And maybe it's over for her. Like maybe this is the last dance. It might be, you know. I haven't heard. I think somebody she dropped the album and didn't go nowhere. But which is fine. But the whole point is this. Keep your dysfunction out of the faces of the community. If you are going to be dysfunctional, keep that to yourself. Go out and have a bunch of babies. Keep it to yourself. There's a woman, black woman. She just a regular smuggler. She was in the church. And somebody, I think the mayor was getting married, and someone who had been to the church knew of her and invited her to sing for the mayor and his wife at his wedding. So she came and she sang. They were so impressed. They started letting people know, we have a wonderful singer right here, and if you need her, she's available. So she started getting hired. Now, she just so happened to have 5 kids. She was not married. She kept that to the back. She never talked about her relationships. She certainly didn't talk about her kids. Because of the circles she was in, it would have been unacceptable. It would have been poor taste. It would almost have been an endorsement of that behavior. So she kept it out of the limelight. She passed away, and then it came out. But she kept it a secret. And that was a good woman. Look, shout out to that sister. Thank you for setting the right example for future, for others to follow. When you take a look at this woman is upfront, blatant. I mean, you know what I'm saying? No shame, disrespectful. She's not even a black person. She's a guest in the community. In my opinion, she's overcompensating. So she's extra ratchet. Is she really ratchet? I don't know her. But what she presents is extra ratchet. Maybe that's to sell records. But see, as a community, we have to see when people are like this, we got to stop them. We got to stop the steal. We can't let them steal our culture and monetize our culture. And in the process, destroy our respect and destroy the way we look to others. That's unacceptable. Look, if you want to be a foul-mouthed, filthy rapper, go ahead. But don't be coming around talking about you black when you not black. Don't be coming around talking about you black because you can say yo, 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 or you can say what's that stuff they be saying? They be saying, oh God, I don't forget. They be saying this. Well, we know they dropped the N-bomb. We know they do that, don't we? We know they'll do that, right? And that don't make you black, though. If you're a white dude and black dudes cool with you, some Trump supporter, did you see that song? Did you see that Trump supporter, that song he wrote saying he gonna say the N-word anytime he want to? Did you see that? That's how he make his money. You know what I'm saying? At first he run around talking about he MAGA. Okay, well then let MAGA support you, man. Now he's running around monetizing the black culture by saying, I'm white and I can say the N-word. So now he's going, and this is the world we live in now. This is the world we live in. And I'm not going to sleep on this. This is disgusting. This is unacceptable. Latto, you're wrong. Latto, why don't you come into the black community as a voice of reason, as an example for young women to follow? Why don't you do that? Why you want to be so ratchet? Why? Why you want to be so negative? Why do you have to go out here and get pregnant by lowlifes and then put it on the front page? Don't you know the community's already taking licks? You got no problem with that? And it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the black community. It's disrespectful. You know, and BET is wrong. BET, you gonna give this woman an award? And I saw that too. BET gonna give this woman an award. This woman don't deserve no award. For what? For what? And this thing about 21 Savage, send his ass back. See, they don't understand the black community. People have this perception of the black community. We're not down with no 20. Get your ass out of here, man. Get you scumbag. You ain't doing nothing good here. You don't bring nothing good to America. Take your ass back to England. You know what I'm saying? Just a dirt bag. And this is what we have to deal with. We don't need that, brother. We don't need that. You can take her with you. Take whatever that is with you. And have another baby, bro. This is what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, and no, he said we promote. Yeah, well, BET, you're right. You're right, Tote, you got me. BET promoted her. BET promoted her. BET, Black Entertainment Television. They put that woman, they gave that woman like best female rap. They influenced her. Now, did she pay on the back end? I mean, I don't know. You'd have to talk to her about that. Did she buy the award? I don't know. There's rumors, just rumors that if you pay the right people, but that's a rumor. But at the end of the day, they did promote. They promoted this, and this is disgusting. And the black community, this is a time when we were trying to find ourselves. You had Kendrick Lamar, you had Drake, and you had the Super Bowl, and you had a proud people. They not like us, and we was stepping down. We was staking our claim that we represent something positive, and we are proud. And it goes back to Malcolm X. Malcolm X says when you can get that negativity away from black people, and they understand that their noses, their features are one, and the way they talk, these things are special, and they can be proud of them. They said now under the other influences, then they feel like they're less than, or they feel like they're losing because they don't. When he said the nappy hair, all of the aspects of being black. Malcolm talked about that. And then you have a BET, and you bringing this LATTO chick up here, whatever she's calling herself, and she's coming up here with a lowlife, a man who's rumored to have gotten married to get a green card, a 21 Savage. We saw Amber Rose drag him onto the slut walk, and she can leave too. Look, and this in the community would be so much better. So much better. She had this fool out there walking in front of her. This idiot. And the community would be so much better without this guy, man. Without them both. But the BET's afraid to do it. They're afraid to take a stand. And it's sad for me, man, but I'm going to say something. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to say something. So the community is done. The community is done. Well, you know what, American tradesman, you know what? When you're ratchet, I don't find that attractive. So the physical, you're right, physically, many would say she's attractive, but the ratchet behavior to me is too much to deal with. And I think most men who've experienced that would opt not to deal with her at all because she doesn't know how to act. She becomes more of a problem. All of the loud talking, overcompensating, and she's the type, she's a fighter. You get tired of that, man. You just get tired of that, man. Say, goddamn, everywhere we go, you trying to fight. You get tired of that. I'm telling you, get tired of that, man. And you say, damn, Because you realize after you sit around there for about 2 weeks, you realize when you be like, hey man, I haven't even dated a lady yet because this chick I'm with, she's so thuggish. Everywhere is every other word is F-bomb, 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 N-word, 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 N-word. Everywhere we go, she fighting, she ratchet, 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 ratchet. Yeah, no, man. No, most men, they're not going to deal with that. They don't care what she looks like. They're going to opt not to deal with her. She's just too much to deal with, period. And then on her, I mean, she's a rapper. You want me to go look it up? I don't know, she might have graduated, but she's a rapper. She's a rapper. She's not the type of woman you can have anything with, not of value. We still have a community. It's with us, man. We saw it with Kendrick Lamar. We saw it with Kendrick Lamar. It's still with us. But these are guests in the black community. These are not black people. And we've got to start emphasizing that. We've got to start, BET's got to say these are guests. They are not black people. They are guests. Yeah, they're welcome here, but they're guests. They're guests of the community. They are not black people. And I think Latto's nothing more than Chris Rock 2.0. Kid Rock, my fault. Kid Rock 2.0. I'll give her another 5 years. She's going to be done with the black community. She'll probably be singing country or something, but she'll be heavily invested in the white community. She'll probably be singing pop. And this is this is what you get, brother. This is the black community. This is the way the black community is perceived by America. And unfortunately, nobody stands up. These are not black people. These are guests in the black community. They are. Was Tina Marie black? Was Tina Marie, Rick James, Tina Marie, Square Biz? Was Tina Marie black? Was KC in the Sunshine Band? Was KC black? Were these people black? These were not black people. These were guests in the black community. And they showed love and they showed appreciation. They showed respect. But they also accepted that they were guests in the community. Somebody needs to tell both of them that they're just guests. They're not a part of the black community. They never have been, and they never will be. And you keep seeing it over and over again. They represent the worst aspects of the community. You always see that. Brother, you know what? Let's have some respect, man. Let's not mess up the chat. You know, so we gonna have to do that, brother. This is going to be used against the black community. This black culture, the black community, it's pretty much done, bro. Now there was a woman on here, she was talking about, there was a woman on here, she was making a statement. Look, shout out to this brother right here. Todd W. Appreciate you, bro. I feel your passion, brother. Stay in the fight. We trying, man. Somebody got to do it, man. Somebody gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna tell the truth, and I'm not gonna ignore it. And that's what we do all the time. We ignore this stuff till it gets out of hand. And I don't care what Latto do. Latto can put out 3 albums. I don't care, but she's not a black person, and neither is this 21 Savage clown. And if the black community would say that, then they can do what they want with them. I don't care what they do. That man ain't black. And see, once you establish that he's not a black person, you see that everything he's doing, he's overcompensating. And look at who he's dating. Hey, bro, you date the trash. You date trash women. The women you date are trash because you're trash. And the community's afraid to do that. That is one of our problems in the black community. We're afraid to do that. We won't stand up as black people and do that. When you look at the Kendricks and you saw how the community and They Not Like Us and how proud they were and the way our community came together, we got rid of Drake. And we said, we don't care what you do. Go to Canada and do it. You Canadian. Nobody want to hear you, man. You ain't nothing but a Canadian man. Take your Canadian ass back to Canada. And that's what people said. And they said, you could do whatever you want to do. You don't represent us. You don't represent black people. You represent Canadian Jews. Get your ass out of here. And they do the same thing with this LATTO and this 21. Look at this stuff. These are dirt bags. Get these people out of the community. They don't represent the community. All they represent is dysfunction. That's all they represent, a social dysfunction. They represent a position where this is what happens when you make stupid mistakes. This is what happens when you go out, you do dumb things, and you ruin your future. All of that filthy potty mouth rap. This is what happens. You ruin yourself. And it gets tiring, man. And every time you look up, this is what you see. And this gets pushed on the black community. I look at it all. I said, man, why? They always trying to shove some non-black person or couple into the black community. And then they try to get black people to keep up with them. Hey, we got a reality show. And I want to see them, man. Don't nobody want to see that. And then they're extra ratchet and over the top. And that's supposed to be some kind of way indicative of black people. Somebody told me she was on some type of rap thing. Somebody said she was, I don't know. I don't really keep up with it. I don't know. I don't keep up with that. And I really don't keep up with what goes on as far as Drewski and all that stuff or something like that. Or something on VH1. We got to move on over that, man. We got to, man, because it's coming back to haunt us. The black community gets them at their worst. We get these people at their worst. They come into the black community acting a fool. What's that chick, the Shaw Jackson chick from Nickelodeon? I see her dirt bag. She got pregnant. She a baby mama. He's in jail now. And then you look at this stuff, man. I see on my Twitter, you really have to wonder about these. A lot of these people are mentally ill. Her name's S.A.I. Jackson. Used to be on Nickelodeon. A lot of these people mentally ill, man. When you go and look at them, like she went out and got, why would you go out and become a baby mother? And why would you pick a man? That man's in jail. And she got to pay him some type of contract. She got to pay that man too. He got to pay him. Look, LATTO and Savage should be able to do whatever they want, but they not black people. The community got to accept that we don't want it. We going through a lot. We got a lot to heal from. We got a lot to move forward from. We don't need no additional burdens of these people. We don't need, and a lot of this stuff is deliberate. A lot of it's deliberate. They're not trying to be functional. They're not trying to be productive citizens. You know, and when you talk about people who really, people who really need the system, people who need it, here she is up here clowning, acting a fool, being disrespectful. And she's really, and you talk about women, she really, really destroys the image that men have of women. She destroys that. Absolutely destroys that. When you start talking about a future, when you start talking about plans for a future, this is what we get, brother.
Talk about the new generation of
fair use, fair use. Let's check it out.
Women. Let's talk about the new generation of women. You guys are disgusting. And that's for real. Now, I'm not talking about all women, okay? Let me say that. But a very big majority of you all are such a low level, are such a low class, classless, disgusting, embarrassing. You guys are disgusting. And then you get mad when people are not clapping for the ignorance. You guys are shameful. And because of your disgusting low-class behavior, Black women are at the bottom. People look at us as a science project. They don't understand us at all. The mindset, the way we carry ourselves, the things that we celebrate is so bad that men do not even want to commit to you guys. They don't want to be in a relationship with you. They just put you guys in situationships, pump you up with a baby, and there you go, another single mama. And
you see that? You hear that? And you look at LATTO. Isn't that exactly what LATTO did? And it's almost like she deliberately or she tried to do it. Isn't that what she did? That's exactly what LATTO did. What this woman is complaining about, and I says, is LATTO trying to overcompensate to try to convince people that she's Black?
Let's talk about the new generation of women. You guys are disgusting. And that's for real. Now, I'm not talking about all women, okay? Let me say that. But a very big majority of you all are such a low level, are such a low class, classless, disgusting, embarrassing. You guys are disgusting. And then you get mad when people are not clapping for the ignorance. You guys are shameful. And because of your disgusting low-class behavior, Black women are at the bottom. People look at us as a science project. They don't understand us at all. The mindset, the way we carry ourselves, the things that we celebrate is so bad that men do not even want to commit to you guys. They don't want to be in a relationship with you. They just put you guys in situationships, pump you up with a baby, and there you go, another single mama. And then you guys want to celebrate that like that is something so big and something so, we're supposed to admire that. There is nothing admirable about that, okay? You guys are a reflection of bad parenting, a reflection of no parents, a reflection of fatherless behavior. That's what you guys look like, okay? Well, that's what you guys are, put it like that, all right? And then again, you want to get upset when people are not clapping for the ignorance. You want to call it judging. You want to call it, yeah, it is judging, okay? And if you was back in our day, yeah, you would be judged until your behind wouldn't even want to come out the door, okay? Yeah, what you guys have decided to celebrate is horrific. People in other communities just look at us, all right? Because what you guys have decided to clap for is the most low-level behavior imaginable. People in other communities, they have husbands. They have families. They don't go around getting pregnant by men and the type of men y'all be getting pregnant from.
Damn. You'd almost think she's talking about LATTO, right? You practically think she's talking about LATTO. She's right. The type of man, you get pregnant by trash, a lowlife. Then this man's supposedly married. Somebody said they're married. He did it for a green card. Like that makes it okay. Take your ass back to Britain, bruh. Take your ass back to Britain. And take her with you. Take LATTO and take Rose with you. Take them both. I mean, but these people, they occupy Black spaces and they set the worst examples for Black people. And like she said, other communities look at them and they look at them as Black. They look at all of them, the Ambers, they look at them as Black. That's what they look at them as. They don't speak for Black people, but they try to occupy Black spaces, especially if they can get some money off them. You know, this LATTO chick, man, what kind of dysfunctional low-life shit? Are you guys serious, man? You guys serious about this? This woman that went out here and got pregnant. and she got her stomach out, and she's in all these black essence, all these black people, black magazines and black influencers think they owe her something. You don't know if someone is going to have that type of behavior, you don't owe them anything. You should ask her about, okay, do you, somebody, you say, if she's having a girl, go and get some of her music and say, you want your kid to hear this? So when your kid gets about 5, are you going to play this filthy song that you got on here about how you sell your box and you take his money and you sleep with other women, men? And is that what you're going to play for your child? Okay, you won't. You're not going to play it. Okay, well, why are you playing it for black people now? Why are you playing it for their children? Why are you playing it for the black community, but you won't play it for your child? And this is what I'm saying, man. And she's making a point. She's saying this is why no respect. This is why the community is suffering. You're not getting any respect. And they look at this and they look at her and they say these people are sick. Look at this woman. Look at the choice. Look at the man she chose to lay down with. And they say if that dude couldn't rap, he would be delivering my groceries. Like, if you call that a skill, that's what they're saying. If he couldn't get in and bop his head around, if he couldn't beeble around, he would be delivering groceries. Well, he wouldn't be delivering my groceries because he looks like those Uber drivers who take things out of the bag. This is disgusting, man. Listen, like I'm going to say this again. They got every right to do what they're doing. She could make 3 records. I disagree on him being here. I think ICE needs to visit. I think he needs a visit from ICE. Get his ass out of here. I don't want that man here. That man's not helping anybody here. That man he's being a nuisance here. He's a dirtbag. He's a lowlife. He shouldn't even be in this country. And then you look at her. I mean, I guess she's American. I think she was born here. But this is trash, man. And this represents our community. We're not emphasizing, just like we just had Michael B. Jordan a couple of days ago. The black community was proud. Well, America was proud. How about that? You know, all people were, but the black community was proud. Here we have a good guy. The good guy finally won. The guy who kept his nose to the grind. The good guy won. So it was a moment that we could all share. But then we go back within when you got lattos running around here with 21 Savage, and they're both not even black people, overcompensating, trying to take elements of the community, and it's always the worst elements. And she's boldly bragging on having a baby out of wedlock. And then she's boldly bragging on getting pregnant by a lowlife. A lowlife. And you're supposed to respect that? You're supposed to respect that. He said Latto is now unattractive and a lowlife thanks to him and her. Okay. Well, that's up to you, man. You might, that's up to you. I don't find that attractive. I don't find women who make decisions like that attractive at all. I find that pathetic. And I also find that I know as they age, they're going to pay for that. And you know what? These are the women you see that's 45, 47, and they've put nothing but poison in the ears of their kids, whether it's a black boy or a black woman, how much they hate black people, how much they hate, if it's a woman, black men. And they poisoned their children because but they don't tell that they made bad decisions. Well, I decided to get pregnant by a guy who was a piece of trash. Of course, he didn't help me out. Of course, he abandoned me. He claimed he's going to leave his wife, but he didn't. And the only reason he'll do that is to eat off of your plate. And that's how stupid she is. And that's what I mean. That's how stupid this woman is. She'll let a nigga come in there and eat off her plate. That's crazy, bro. I can't even begin to speak on that, man. Because we try to keep stuff within a central community, like within the norm. Well, of course, we got the fringes. I know there's the fringe out there. Well, we don't represent fringe niggas. We represent black people over here. But yeah, you got the fringe, but the fact that she would do that, and some about said something in the article about her daddy was stealing. Somehow he was her manager. So I don't know what these people doing. I just know that she's an honorary guest in the black community. And I'm tired of these honorary guests, the Fat Joes. I'm tired of these guys coming in here and they represent the worst aspects of black people. Fat Joe think he's black because his grandmama took him to a black church and he was a thief or something. Like he was stealing growing up and fighting growing up. So now that makes him black. That don't make you black because every time he gets arrested, he puts white on his jail stuff. He just says that he's probably selling that just to sell records because he really don't consider himself black. He keeps saying, he'll say that, and he'll say that to on a black podcast, but he don't go on those white communities talking about he's black. We saw the same thing with Kim K, a piece of trash. And we see she makes money. But we saw Kim K is a guest in the black community. She tries to come in and take it over. And she really low-key, Kim K low-key hates black women. She wants to take from them. They don't want no part of us, brother. They if anything, they hurt us as a community. We're weaker with them around. We can never be as strong as we could be if they were not around, but they're around, and they send the worst. They represent the worst aspects of the community, and that's sad that we continue it. We let it happen. We won't stand up for it. These are guests in the black community. They are not members. They're not black people. They're guests. And just like a guest, they can be asked to leave. They're not doing anything productive. And you have to be tired of this at some point. You get tired of just looking at this. Hey, man, that's dysfunctional, man. Like, man, ain't you tired of this dysfunctional stuff? Like all of this jumping around with all this filthy potty mouth rap, all y'all a bunch of baby mamas. All y'all talk about is a bag. You can wear you got you a Birkin bag and a fur coat at the Hawks game. And I'm like, who wants to see the Hawks? I don't nobody want to see no Atlanta Hawks. But this is wrong, man. In black community, she's wrong for doing this. And we need somebody, a black person, to call her out, man. I want to see it happen at these BET Awards, all of this stuff. They need to stand up and say, hey, you a guest here. How dare you come in here and disrespect this community with this dysfunctional behavior? And that fool that you got that baby by, his ass need to be on the next thing smoking back to Britain. He ain't no American. Get his ass out of here and you can go follow him. But we're afraid to do that. We're afraid to do that. We need to show some pride. We need to show pride, brother. It's time we show pride. What's up with your do business?
What's good with your platinum? Just chilling, brother. Um, so you going in today, huh?
I guess.
So that's what she got. That's what she got pregnant by 21 Savage. Huh?
Yeah. And she bragging on it.
Yeah. Well, like I say all the time, people are always going to talk about this stuff publicly, but I mean, it's just something that that's going to continue to happen. Platinum. It's really nothing new. This is what a lot of women are, because you can just tell that they're not going to, start a family together for real. It's not going to be real. A lot of women allow certain dudes to have sex with them based on their popularity, and, how much money they got in their bank account. So, having a kid nowadays for some women is just a hustle. Because, if it doesn't work out between them, she can just put him on child support. So I'm not saying that that's the case in this case, but it's either two things with a lot of these women, or three or four, things we can add is they either going to be baby mamas, they're going to be ran throughs. A lot of them don't want to get married. You can't be in a relationship with them. What that lady said on that clip you played, it was some truth to that because I saw that on somebody else's platform. But we never know that lady could be, a product of what she just, talked about.
Nah,
Uh,
nah,
You never know.
she telling the truth.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying anything. I mean, everybody has a past, but all I'm saying is that to be a good man in a relationship is also almost not real anymore. You're gonna suffer, man. If you get with some of these chicks, they're gonna break you down. And I'm telling you this personally from real life experiences.
No,
Even if,
I feel you, brother. I'm saying when you look at a Michael B. Jordan, he was
yeah,
up there. He's almost 40 years old. He's single. They're
yeah,
not. We can't find a quality, decent woman that wants to marry him.
you see what I'm saying?
As far as blowing their backs out, he could do that all day, every day. But he wants to. He still has his. He's done enough of that. He wants to find a wife. He can't find a wife. Then you got this trash right here in the black community. They're upping him. They're holding her up. They're looking up to her, talking about LATTO. All she does is sing filthy music.
Yeah,
And look, she went out here and got pregnant by a lowlife. And you guys think that's cool. Oh, now she's black.
right.
Oh, now she's finally finished it. Like like this shit is Pokemon.
Yeah,
Now she's found her last fucking star, whatever I don't play it. But I'm just saying she's found her last piece, and now she's officially a black person because she's pregnant by a thug ball. And this is the world we live in, man. And we deserve better than this, man. We got to speak out against this stuff.
yeah, and brothers like yourself and anybody should speak against it. Because you never know who you may affect. But like I said, I mean, I've tried myself, man. I mean, any one of us that's looking for relationships, we tried, man. I'm talking about recent stuff that I'm dealing with personally. Where some of these females it's nothing you can do with them. You could be as nice to them. You can take them out. You can have good conversation with all of that. And when they start talking and talking and talking, they expose themselves every time. You be like, damn, I can't do nothing with you. Nothing.
Nothing of value.
Nothing.
Nothing of value. Just like nothing of quality. Like you say, you try to take a woman to a museum, or you try to take a woman to like a petting zoo or something like that, right?
Right.
And they're gonna get mad at you because they're not into that.
Right. They want to get high.
Well, they probably want to do that, but I'm just saying they don't like. I mean, I never forget, took a woman to it was like a little zoo thing. It wasn't the zoo, but it was a whole bunch of like pelicans and
exotic animals. Yeah.
you can, and they had them tame. So, and they had them on leashes, and you can touch them, right? And they would tell you can touch them. And she hated that. She wanted to leave. We went to like 2 exhibits, and she said, I gotta go. And she said, I don't like nature. I don't like nothing dealing with nature. And I just was shocked by that, because I was like, did I misread this situation? Because I'm like, I didn't expect that reaction. She's like, I don't like nothing dealing with no nature. I don't like no flowers. I don't like no flower gardens.
Wow.
I don't like sunshine, sunsets and lakes. I don't like that. Yeah. And I said, wow. Yeah. You just, as a man, and then, hookah bar. You want to go to the hookah bar, though.
You telling me that this woman says she don't like flowers? What kind of woman is that? That don't even seem normal. I mean, I assume every woman like flowers. God
Yeah,
damn.
yeah. The problem is you assuming, big dog. Like they don't.
But,
They didn't see their mama grow up like that.
but
What's
hold
going
on,
on
hold
with
on.
y'all?
I
Yeah,
mean,
what's
just
up, the boy?
platinum
Hold
took the.
on. Hold on. I'm talking about flower gardens. I'm not saying I showed up with roses or anybody showed
Well,
up.
anything dealing with flowers, yeah.
Brother, I mean, come on, man. A beautiful landscape with flowers and a manicured landscape with trees and flowers and birds. She
Yeah.
don't like that. I'm just saying, why wouldn't she like that? That's
Wow.
what I mean. When you think about that, that's mental illness.
Yes,
What
sir.
do you mean you don't? Who wouldn't like that?
Yes,
But
sir.
she didn't like it. No, she didn't
Hey,
like it.
hey,
I,
play. Hey, play. How you doing, man? Hey,
What's
who
up?
else is on the
Yeah, go ahead, Philly.
Hey, how
Come
y'all
on, go
doing
ahead.
today, man? Who else is on the
Go
up here
ahead,
with us, man?
brother. Say
Oh
what you
no, oh
got to say.
no, oh no. I just wanted to say, man. Uh, what is the girl's nationality? Lotto. Is
Lotto,
that
I don't know. She's mixed, black and white.
black and white? Okay, okay. Yeah, man. I'm tired of us brothers, man, having these girls on these type of women on our arms, especially very successful brothers, man. It's but
Well,
Okay.
what choices? Well, I'm not trying to cut off the board, but I just wanted to say to you, brother, whoever you are that just spoke, what other choices do a lot of men have? Because
I
at the end of the day, you still want to be, affectionate with a woman sexually, right?
I
So,
was about to I was about to say that
what
up
choices do you have? Because
um
the good women,
Okay.
go
Okay.
ahead, go ahead.
But hold up. Now, hold up. And we'll come back, but hold up. Because you said sexual. Do business. Michael B. Jordan's almost, he's about to be 50.
Mhm.
How long does he no kids? How long does he have to wait to find a wife? A woman
they
worthy of marriage? Forever?
they gonna meet
Well,
them at the finish line, Plat.
it's a possibility that some men will never find a wife, platinum. That's what I'm saying. So that's my point to the brother that just spoke. What choices do a lot of men have but to deal with thoughts? I mean, what other choice do you have? Because, like I said, you still have a desire to be with a woman. So it's like, if that's all you can get, then that's all you can get.
I
well,
agree when you do business. I desire a black woman, but it's not qualified out here. Like
I mean,
So what you gonna do? Be by yourself?
man, I gotta say, let me touch on Platt with the flowers, bro. Like what I've learned is that you just gotta meet women where they at, right? And I learned that about 16, 17, based on the homegirl and some things she told me. Right? You just gotta meet them where they at. They not used to none of that. They not used to being outside like that. They wouldn't appreciate that because they mom didn't have time to take them to places like that to
and
appreciate.
so check this out. I went on a date with a female, right? Black female. She come downstairs wearing something. I'm like, what? And then we can't go out like that, lady. Like, man, let's not do this, man. And she wondering, cursing me out, calling me a square and everything. Like, and let's be known, you might get me shot out here the way you dress, you know?
I mean,
And
she can get you shot fully clothed, bro. You don't know what she really got going on.
I mean,
Now on that one, Philly, she would get left.
exactly,
I wouldn't get
exactly.
shot. She would just get left. I would see
And
her obviously having a conversation with another man. Clearly, she's showing more interest to him. I could care. I just get in my car and leave.
no, what I'm saying is she was dressed too provocative. And
For you,
for me, yes.
yeah, but bro, there's dudes that will go out with chicks like that, including me, bro. Like
And
I'm
I
and but listen, so if I would go out with somebody like that, then I'm being honest with you, right? I'm not out here about to fight for no chick, bro. I'm not about if a dude was to walk up on me and tell me why you with my girl, I'd be like, nigga, take her.
and you still a man at some point. And
I mean, yeah,
it's
but
nothing
I'm not.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
You right, and we go accept what we go accept, bro. But they go move how they want to move. So it's just either you go get with the program, right, or you go try to
Mm.
find somebody. And 9 out of 10, if you found somebody in your older age, I'm in my 40s too, bro. We already know they reformed, cause you
Okay.
can't
Well.
tell me every dude before me fumbled you.
Okay. What about this lotto thing? You think
She
that's
right.
that? Wait a minute. It's okay for her to be uh uh shaking on her Instagram and jumping up and down, telling the world that she's pregnant with a married man's baby and putting out filthy rap and acting like they're members of the black community. You cool with that?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Come on, Platt, man. They outside like that, fam. That's how she got rich. She
Nah,
she
some
moved. She
Well, hold
moved
on.
with.
Wait a minute, brother.
Come on,
Wait a
bro.
minute.
That's how she got rich, bro.
sometimes you got to have morals, and that lady
Well,
like
I
What
mean,
morals?
she's spitting dirt into our young girls, and
And
it's
and they're buying it, bro. Come on, bro. We got to be
but
realistic out here.
that doesn't mean that that's a good thing. Okay, I understand what you're saying, right? Because I mean, I'm on that level too, but it's like you still don't have to accept that. You
Okay,
see what I'm
and you
saying? So by
don't.
you accepting it, then it's sort of like you adding fuel to the fire. You see what I'm
Fam,
saying?
listen, bro. You can meet a chick right now. You can think she a good girl. Her brother, her daddy, her cousins, they will never tell you who she really is, bro.
But
You would
that's
never.
true. That's true. But hold on.
So go ahead.
Hold on. The objective is to find a good woman. So if it never happens, then it never
What
happens. But you should
what is a
always be
good
on a
woman, bro?
you know what a good woman is,
I'm
dog.
asking you, what is a good woman, bro?
A woman with integrity and pride, and a woman that wants to do for her man, and she knows that if she does right by her man, the man is going to return the favor. A woman that truly cares for you. I mean, cares for you. Excuse me, and
No,
just a decent
hold on.
person, man.
And a
That's
woman
a good woman.
and a woman who doesn't sleep with married men.
Yeah.
right, Platt. It's very unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Yeah, it's unacceptable for you, but not for her, bro. It's
Yeah,
She
wait
and
a
doesn't.
minute.
even
Wait a minute.
She doesn't set the
Okay, hold on,
standard.
hold up. You're right.
and neither do you.
Wait a minute. Her
Wait a
and
minute.
him. Her and him. Tabor.
I'm listening.
21 Savage and Lotto. You're
Yeah.
right. They can do what they want to do. But guess what? Because you keep saying not acceptable to me. Guess what? I can say they're lowlifes and dirtbags because they don't represent this community. I
Yep.
can say that. And you know what? They got rich. Well, they got rich off of who? Black people, black community.
It's the standard, bro.
And what makes you think they're not even members of the black community? And they know they're not. That
And
man,
Exactly, Platt.
that
but
man's
Exactly.
from Britain.
but
That
they
man's British.
but
It's not a
every
standard.
That ain't no black man. That man's British.
It's
uh,
not a
and,
standard.
and
What I'm
that's
saying.
fine. But he came to America and he moved. Most people move like black Americans, bro.
Wait, that's true. But
We
that's the
set
part.
the standard
But
overall.
but what type of standard are we setting? See, listen, I want you to stay right there because what
I'm
I'm
with
trying
you.
to tell you is that and I hate to say these words, Platinum, but the nigger disease has spread it worldwide, bro. Even Asian people act like the dysfunctional
Everybody.
black
I
people.
ain't putting that
It's
on black.
sad, bro.
No, that ain't black people fault. It's
But I'm
not
saying
black.
it spread it.
No, it's not black people fault in America that people, Asians, Australians, British want to be
Whites.
whites, right?
That's
Want to be
facts, bro.
Negroes. It ain't black. Don't put that on black people. That's
The
them.
dysfunctional black people.
It's
Yeah,
it's
I could put that on them.
it's unacceptable, and
Absolutely.
we should not accept these derelicts into our community
Yeah, but
as
who?
as as,
But you
as
can't
older.
police the community, bro.
And then we're
Well,
we're
that's
we're
true.
old
Yeah,
enough to
that's true.
set the standard.
Oh
We
no,
This
no.
is not what I want. This is
we
not what
do.
my I don't want my son to deal
Yeah.
with this. I don't want no one's daughter to deal with this. It's unacceptable.
It is
Okay,
unacceptable, but
so it's unacceptable.
No,
Go
Tabor,
ahead.
Tabor.
My bad.
We can police the community. We're doing it now.
I mean, you can, but what is it really doing, G? It ain't moving no
It's
needles.
he
gonna
has a
have.
point.
You're
He
right.
has a point,
Come
Platinum.
on,
Hold on.
come on, Plat. It ain't. Go ahead.
Individually, hear me. You're right. You're right. Me, no. But we'll see. How about that?
Okay, so let me say this,
I'm
fam.
doing what
Right?
I can. I'm doing my part. That's all I can say. I'm gonna do my part.
You
Good
right.
deeds.
And,
Good
and
deeds.
we can have this conversation. They can talk about relationships online, but overall, the damage has been done as far as how they're gonna move to our eyes. We can choose who we want, but as far as policing it, man, we not stopping things like what just happened with Spring Break in Daytona Beach.
It's not going
Um,
to stop. Yeah, that's
We
right.
not
Kendrick policed it pretty good. So
who?
Kendrick Lamar he pretty much he let the wind out of Drake's balloon a little
Okay.
bit. Wait
What,
a minute, brother. You keep assuming. See, you keep
I'm trying to ask where you go.
this
Like I'm missing
woman,
something.
right? I'm gonna tell you something. That stupid shit she doing, other people are watching that. And eventually one of those other people, they're gonna say something about her. All of
Who?
that wagging and jumping up and down and bragging on having a baby by a low life, somebody's going to step up and say, no, this is not the way. It's way bigger than me. You'll see.
But it's not
Yeah,
gonna make. It's not gonna move a
It's
needle,
going to
big
matter.
dog.
Oh,
But
it's
but
yeah,
going
hold,
to.
but hold on. Let me
yeah.
say this to him right
She gotta
quick.
sit down, Platt. She gotta sit this round out.
She gonna
Let
sit
her.
down while she pregnant, but then when she get done, she gonna be back outside.
Nah,
Exactly.
no.
But
Let's
let
be
me say this
real,
to you
bro.
right, Tabor. Let me say this to you real quick. What you said is true about, it's going to be this way, but like I said, what are certain people producing? So if you look at it, a lot of people are easily led, right? A lot of people are just not followers at all. So if a lot of dysfunction is put to the public and made to look cool, then a lot of people are going to do that. So you also have to blame the people that's putting it out there, because they got the whole world, acting a fool. So if they were spreading a different type of message, right, then people wouldn't be acting this way. It's groupthink. That's all that it is. All of this stuff that you see, I see it every day because I drive just like
Okay,
you. But I'm
okay.
trying to
So
tell you.
take it
Go
back
ahead.
when we were young. We had NWA, and my parents thought they were the worst thing coming.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so there's a popular thing going on here. We don't accept it, but this can't be the future. Our women.
Oh man, you can forget
Fortunately,
that.
it is, bro.
You can forget that. That's what I'm saying. See, that's why I agree with Tabor. But at the same time, like you say, as individuals, yeah, we can do our part to try to spread, good words to people, or good thought, whatever. But yeah, you're talking about millions and billions of people. You can forget that,
Well,
bro.
we ain't talking about that. What we talking about is that Lotto is amongst the black community in the sense she's a guest. When Lotto goes to what I don't even know what they're doing on BET as far as awards or whatever gatherings.
It's white
Um,
owned.
I don't even know what they're doing as far as awards and gatherings. When Lotto goes there, you damn right the community can address her dysfunction and say, hey, don't show the world, don't show these little girls who like you and the black community that you proud to be a baby mama.
But
We're
that's
trying to
her
do, no,
responsibility.
we're trying to do something with that now. We're trying to make things better. You sitting up here with your chest poked out, talking about you a baby mama and you had it by a married man. That's bad. Now they can then turn around and say, you know what? You're not gonna change. Take your ass out of here. You ain't nothing but a guest. You're not even a black person. Take your ass somewhere else with that. They can do that.
But Platt,
Yeah,
Damn, platinum.
they can say
So
anything
so
they want.
21 Savage is married.
Yeah, to a
Somebody
black
said it
chick.
was a green card or something. He got green, but I don't care. Send his ass back to Britain.
Platt,
Man,
I
Send
lived in
him, send
Platt. I
him
live
his
in the
kids.
north.
Send
I'm sorry,
him,
Platt.
send his kids, send his wife, send his Amber Rose and her. Send all the motherfuckers back.
yeah, G, we can always say something about things, fam, and they can say it on the highest level, on the biggest stage. It's not gonna change nothing because they watch their mothers and their aunties move like that. So how
Not
can
just
we say anything to them
not just
as
that,
men?
but
Well,
not just that.
so can
We
I
live
address what
amongst
y'all was
them.
saying? Sorry, go ahead.
And no, we
Well,
and
it's
not
not
just that.
just
Like
that. So,
I live in the Northeast, and we live amongst them people. Like, so they think they're just like us. And they may
well,
go
there's
home
there's a
and
problem with. I was gonna say the problem is our thought pattern, right? So we think we ain't supposed to say nothing to nobody, and we also think people ain't responsible for stuff. If she's out here representing the community, she's responsible for not making the community look stupid.
And
Now,
who
if she
gonna stop
chooses
her?
not, well, she chooses not to. There's people like the rest of the community, right? You don't have to talk up about her. You don't have to speak well about her. You can actually criticize her appropriately.
let's backtrack.
Now,
Where did this young lady grow up at?
who
Who did she
cares?
grow? Who
What difference does it make?
it matters because of her actions right
No,
now.
it don't.
It
Do
does. I
do me a
know.
favor. What do you think would happen if you walked up on her right now and called her a hoe? What do you think would happen? How do you think she would respond?
She gonna say
She,
and. She gonna say and move around. She ain't
No,
even
she's
gotta
not
she ain't
gonna
gotta
say, and
entertain you.
she gonna feel disrespected, and she's gonna lash out at you. And the reason
exactly.
for that is because she knows what she looks like, and she knows what a hoe is, and she knows it's not a good look.
It is a
So
good look
I
out
know
here, bro. It's, it's,
it's
it's
not
not a good
a good
word.
look.
Listen,
It's
because
a
man.
they
good
don't want
look,
to
not a good
call.
word.
It's
Look,
not
look,
because they don't
look,
want you to be called. They don't want to be called out, is what it is.
look,
And
look. She
everybody's afraid to call them out. That's
I'm
all.
like Platt. She's
hold,
disrespectful.
hold up. She grew up in Georgia. She's a hood rat by choice. She don't have. Listen, she one of those wannabe hood rats. Look, that's a choice.
It's a
This woman
choice, bro.
wasn't going through no struggle, no strife. This and all of the mulattoes. She's very proud of her. She don't even consider herself black.
Right.
Of course she doesn't.
I know, so they had to change. She had to change her name. That woman don't even consider herself black. Yes, she run around talking about now she black because she got a baby by a thug. And this is the black community. They proud with this. You're not gonna say nothing against this
That's what she said, Platt. She said that.
in so many
No.
words.
That's crazy.
That's basically what she said. I mean, it's like she's been trying to get her Pokemon cards, like trying to become a black person.
And see there, black man. And that's why I go around my first statement and why we keep continuing having these people on our arms, marrying them, having kids by them. It's unacceptable.
Well, hold on, because look who she got, man. She picked somebody who wasn't one of us. So don't throw that on us.
I mean,
Look
but
who
the
she
world
got.
gonna throw it on us, bro. It doesn't matter.
That's true. That's true. But the first step in correcting that is making sure we don't throw it on ourselves.
Nah, fam. The first step.
He is a black man.
Yeah, but he's not from here. I don't even call him black. He's not from here. Black
Okay.
was established. Black was established in this country 10 years ago. Them people wasn't calling themselves black. So
Black is cool, bro.
You could. I know it's cool, but I don't know why y'all want to give it to them when they didn't earn it.
Bro, bro, you acting like we can hand out cards and we can dictate who say
It
that
ain't
black,
got nothing
bro.
to do. You're missing the point. It has nothing to do with other
I'm not.
people think. It's about our people. He's not one of us. Don't put that on us.
Bro,
He's a black
listen,
If
fam,
anybody,
you can,
if there should be anyone who does put it on us, it shouldn't be one of us to do it. If them other folk want to do it, then I mean they put all kind of stuff on us. But let's not do it to ourselves.
yeah, bro. Like right now, fam, the way she moving like women been moving all since the beginning of the time, bro. They've been doing this, bro. The only difference is,
not the majority.
bro,
That's not true,
stop,
man.
fam, stop, bro. I'll let you talk. Listen, fam. The only reason why we know how chicks move now is because social media. That's it. They've been doing
It's
this.
not true.
Come on,
So hear me out.
You're not even being
Majority of
realistic,
women-
bro.
They've been
Majority.
doing it.
You're not being realistic,
They've been doing
I'm not. Listen, majority of women didn't do this.
bro. How would
the
you
past.
know?
You have mothers, grandmothers, aunties, cousins. You
And
know.
how do you think these girls turned out like that, bro? What are you talking about?
I'm not saying
And
they weren't turned
remember the
out by bad.
statement.
Well, hold on. I'm not saying they weren't turned out by bad women, but women in the past got massacred publicly for doing stuff like this.
Not
That's
in
why
America.
they didn't do it. In America, my mother, who is a silent generation woman, she spent most of her 20s. You couldn't wear pants. Women couldn't
Man, you
wear
don't know what
pants.
your mama was doing at
Mama's
20,
baby.
bro.
No, women couldn't wear pants in the 60s.
Bro, that has nothing to do with what they were doing in private, bro.
I'm just trying to. I'm not saying it doesn't have to do. I'm talking about publicly. They couldn't go out like this. They couldn't
but we're
have
not in that
kids.
time, bro.
And not. I understand, but what I'm saying is your reference to women have always done this. That ain't true. There have been some women who have done it, but they suffered for it.
Bro,
They had to literally, if you had a baby out of wedlock, you literally had to move to another state, and they took your
it
kid and
doesn't
gave it to
matter.
your
They
auntie.
still did it, bro. They still
Right,
did
but
it.
it's not most of them.
Tabor, not like that. Not like now.
Yeah, nothing like
Man,
now.
we only know about it because of social
Tabor,
media, bro.
Tabor, a lot of women. You tell me. Okay, let's go back to the 90s, Tabor.
Okay.
Tell me one woman that boastfully showed off her pregnancy from a married man.
We wouldn't really know because social media wasn't out, bro.
Okay, 2010.
I can't think of nothing off the top of my head, bro.
No, hold on. Wait a minute. So you just proved that you didn't know. So you actually proved my point.
No, I said I couldn't think of one.
No, because you didn't know.
Because social media wasn't the way it is now.
Well, it was out in 2010. So what I'm saying is they weren't doing it because they knew the implications of doing that was it would look at them negative. It would look bad for them and their people, and it would have a negative impact on their careers.
Man,
but now LATTO, she says, hey, it don't even matter. I can brag, and I'm gonna sing this filthy music about sex, about money, about taking advantage of men, and I'm proud to say I'm having a baby out of wedlock. I'm proud to say I'm having a baby by a low life. I'm proud of it, and I ain't got no man or I don't know what I don't even know how they putting that together. But that's what I'm saying. And the Black community got to say something. They've got to speak out against this.
Man, big dog, I get what you're saying. We can speak all day, but for the most part, your woman, even if you're a married man today, she's only your woman till she don't want to be your woman, bro. They have some of y'all have grandmas, and some of us have grandmas who've been out here and they have kids for other dudes while being married. We all know that.
Right,
now
but
people may not talk about it.
What's your point, though? But that's the point.
What do you mean? What's my point? And then saying that's the point. What are you talking about?
Well, no, you said your last statement. They keep it quiet. That's the whole point. It's shameful.
No, the social media wasn't around, bro.
But you missing you keep saying social media as if it exists without them participating in it.
It does exist without them participating.
Listen. Oh, hey, what's going on? I don't know why y'all all just want to blame it on social media as if people don't have to use social media.
Know, bro. Most things wouldn't have been put out if it wasn't for social media. Because
even if social media exists, you wouldn't know if they didn't put it on there.
Hold up.
That's not true, bro. That's not true.
What the hell you mean it ain't true?
Somebody would have put it out, bro.
Is it right or wrong, Tabor?
It's right. She's right. She's right, bro.
She's wrong. She's wrong.
Bro, you can't control no female, bro.
How is she
wrong?
How is she right though, Tabor? I'm curious about that.
Let me tell you how she's right, bro. Because the people that she sell music to and that made her put her in her position on this planet, bro, they move like her, bro. They move like her. Cardi just
makes her
listen,
bro. Right?
Hold on, listen, bro. Cardi just did the same exact thing, but on the other side. She's married and had a baby. With someone else. Wow.
I don't know if you realize this yet, but Cardi B's career is tanking as we speak.
Don't matter, bro. She's already in position.
What do you mean it don't matter?
That doesn't mean we have to. That doesn't mean we have to correct her.
Bro, you can say what you want. She's already pregnant. She was married and got pregnant.
Cardi B is a broken woman.
Right, no, I'm not saying, but
it doesn't matter, bro.
See, you just think short-sighted, but you talk
long term.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm realistic,
hear me out. You talk long term about the past, but short term you short-sighted. I don't understand.
How am I short-sighted, bro?
If the community doesn't criticize bad behavior, you literally just said it's right because other people do it. You sound like a peer pressure commercial from the 1980s. Let
me tell you, bro. Like right now, you can say whatever you want.
My friends did it, Dad.
Okay, bro. Listen, bro. You don't have to do all the extra commentary, bro. I let you speak. I didn't do none of that.
That's what you sound like.
Okay, bro. Well, stop joking around, right? So, listen, what you just said, to you, it makes sense. To some of us, bro, that's out here, we know what it is, bro. We're aware. They're going to move how they want to. I don't know.
We're not, but that's not the question. You keep bringing up stuff that is irrelevant.
You didn't ask the question, bro.
Listen,
you didn't even ask the question.
Platt said, is it wrong? And you said it's right. And your only reason
bro. So what are you talking about?
But your only reason for it being right, but the only reason for it to be right is because they decided to do it. That's absurd.
What's the question, bro?
Well, we don't want to gang up on him. Like
it's nothing.
Bro, y'all can gang up on me, fam. I'm gonna stand on mine. Go ahead, bro.
No, it's nothing serious.
I think he's right to a degree, though. I think the boy's right to a degree.
Bro, fall back. Let homie ask the question. Go ahead, bro.
And no, it's nothing serious. It's a silly question. If my son was out there partying, and he's out there partying with Cardi B, you know what I'm gonna tell him? Get your ass the fuck back home, son.
But you can't stop him, bro.
Huh?
Watch the mouth.
I apologize. Yeah, excuse me.
And Cardi B is not. Cardi B is Cardi B. You know, we're talking about somebody who's just coming up, young people.
My son don't belong around here.
Yeah, but you can't stop him, bro. But
That don't mean you don't tell
disagree.
them.
They stopped Drake.
stop Drake from what?
They stopped
Yeah,
Drake. They stopped Drake. Kendrick pretty much stopped Drake. He's
Oh.
been suffering ever since.
Okay, hold on.
Man,
Let me say
I ain't
this
gonna
to
even
Tabor
get on
right
the
quick.
music, Plat. That's a different conversation.
Let me say this right
I ain't
quick.
gonna get
Well,
there.
no, that's exactly what. Hold up, brother. That's exactly what we talked about. They stopped Drake.
Okay,
You think
okay.
they can, hold up. You think they can't stop Lotto? You really think they can? You out of your mind if you think that.
Fam, they didn't stop Drake. G, listen. This is what I'm about to tell you.
When
Before
last time-
Kendrick,
when has Drake? When was the last time Drake did
No,
anything?
they can stop it,
bro,
Tabor.
listen.
When was
He's
the
right about
last
that.
time Drake did anything associated with the black community?
I don't know. I don't even know how to
He
answer that
hasn't, because they stopped him.
Drake. I mean, Plat.
They
Peep
can
game, G.
stop Lotto. This is no look. They can stop Lotto. This type of behavior is unacceptable. They can stop Lotto. Yes, they can.
Yes, they
You don't
can.
realize it, but
Nah,
they can.
But
They
what you're
can,
saying, but see, Tabor, what you're saying, you're adapting to reality. We all have to do that, but that's really not the point, right? The dysfunction can stop. The only reason it's not going to stop because a lot of people make too much money off dysfunction. So
Exactly, bro.
of course we know that it's still going to exist because just this past weekend with this rodeo stuff, they said that 42,000 people in
I seen
Houston
that.
got
STDs.
contracted STDs. So to some people that may not be a lot of people if you live in New York or something or LA, but it don't even matter where you live at. That's a lot of people,
That's a
dog.
lot, bro.
That's not good.
42,000 people,
And
Bro,
bro.
that's what
not
I'm
good.
saying. Listen, they outside, G. We can try to put
Tabor, we do not support bad behavior.
that's fine. We don't do it, but
You keep because I think that tends to be the conflict. Tabor, if you got a disease, you don't need to be at no rodeo or nowhere. You need to be at the hospital.
Nowhere.
and
Yes.
you said that, but they was outside, G.
And it was wrong. That means it's wrong.
It wasn't wrong to 42,000 people. That's a
See,
lot of people, bro.
But see, this is
See,
where
that's what we're gonna give you
Tabor,
the
this is your
pushback when you
problem.
say you like it. It's
gonna
wrong,
tell me
brother.
my
No.
problem,
Well,
bro.
Tabor is he's sitting the fence, but what he's doing is because the people decided to do it, it must be right, which is
That's
absurd.
not what I'm saying. That's not what
That
I'm
is what
saying,
you're
bro, at all.
saying.
Bro, how you gonna
But you
tell me
keep
what I'm saying?
because you keep bringing it
I
up.
mean, you
Oh,
said
they
you
No,
like
they
that's
gonna
how
do
you
it.
interpret what I said, bro.
No, you literally said they're
Bro,
gonna do it, so it makes it right. You said
I did not say that, bro. I did not say
Jesus
that.
Christ. We asked you when do
That's
you
when you're
think it was
implementing,
wrong?
Tabor.
And
That's when you're
yeah.
implementing.
Listen, bro.
No, he actually said it. Remember when we asked him, is it wrong? He said, no, it's right. I said, please tell me how it's right. And he said it's right because they gonna do it.
That's what makes it right, bro.
Hey, bro.
Listen,
Hey,
listen, bro.
I'm not
let me
crazy.
Listen,
help
bro.
out. Hey,
Listen,
let me help
bro.
out
Let's
Tabor.
rock with
Let me
that.
help out
That's
Tabor
what
real
makes
quick,
it
bro.
right, bro. But at the
Tabor.
end of the day, who are you to police everybody? Who are you?
Hey,
What are you gonna actually
See,
stop, bro?
this is the problem.
Well, what you're
So there
saying
we
doesn't make
go.
any sense, Tabor. How
No,
could
it
you
don't make
say
sense.
hey,
that
y'all.
dysfunctional behavior has to be right because it's happening? That doesn't make any sense, brother.
Y'all
What are
ganging up on
you
Tabor,
gonna do
man.
to stop it? Besides talk about it. What are you gonna
Well, that's all
actively
we
do?
need.
Well, that's a
Well,
part
that's
of stopping it by having a conversation, brother.
yeah. She can keep. She'll know that she got to keep her private life. That's her out of the public limelight. We don't want to see it. Nobody care what you do. If you want to act like that, keep that to yourself.
Tabor sound like one of those guys that like these Instagram models.
Why y'all ganging? Why
See,
y'all ganging up on him like that? Why y'all
you
piling
get
on like that?
y'all can pile on. I ain't
Okay.
tripping, bro.
Ain't
Listen,
nobody
bro.
ganged up on him. He's
You
the one saying
accepting
that.
all of that? What if you
No,
had a
I
daughter
accept
that's out here
reality.
disgracing herself,
Now you're being personal.
ass
Don't
out,
get personal, bro,
titties
because I
out?
get personal too. Don't get personal, G.
No, excuse me. I didn't. I'm not naming you. I'm just saying, like, in
Well,
general, like.
I get
I
it.
mean,
I'm
ain't
just
nothing wrong with Instagram,
listen,
brother. I mean,
listen,
that's
listen,
just
fam. You can say what you said. I'm just saying, don't get personal. But you right?
Yes,
The
sir.
only
Yes, sir.
person you can police is your daughter, and she's gonna do what she's gonna do too.
But that's not
Absolutely.
true, Tabor.
Bro,
That's
what are
not
you
true,
talking
actually.
about, bro? You can't
So,
police women out here. You have no
so,
power like that.
so
that's
Tabor,
not true.
here,
But
that's not
Yeah,
true.
they can police women.
it's you're talking about.
They could take Lotto down today if the black community wanted to. She'd be done. She wouldn't make it with white. First of all, that stuff ain't gonna work in the white community. Will she sell some songs? Yeah, but that behavior. See, they're not gonna tolerate that behavior.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
And
she'll get a couple of songs. I grant you that. She'll get a gig or two, but she'll start to notice her black audience is gone, and she's no more.
It's not just about the black community, Tabor. Hold on, let me say this to you real quick. It's not just about the black community because it's happening in every community. It's the United States, basically, right? We understand it's going to happen, but with the change of the mind, it can stop. You see what I'm saying? It's just up to the people that's doing this stuff that want to stop it. But who are they being led by? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Listen,
anything that's bad can be reversed.
Okay, so and I guess in theory, anything bad can be reversed, but at the same time, it depends on what you're talking about. You are talking about people who really don't have nothing going on. Most chicks don't have nothing going on, bro. If you conversate with a chick, she really ain't exciting like that, bro. She go be on some basic conversation. So the only thing she can do is show her A. That's all she got.
I doubt it. I think chicks got more going on.
That's what she wants to do. That's she can do other things.
Come on, bro.
I got you.
Listen.
But she can do other things, brother.
Look, so we can say that. Look at Lauryn Hill back in the day. Lauryn Hill had some great music, bro, but she wasn't outside like that. Yeah. Whitney Houston, great music. She wasn't outside like that. But Maya, right? And Maya was pretty. Now that's a doll right there. And look the way she moved. And she talking about not being married. And she don't like to be outside like that. And we've never seen her like that, bro.
Didn't she marry herself or something? She married something.
Yes, bro.
Wasn't a person.
Retarded, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. No, so that's just what I mean, bro. Like the chicks go move how they move, bro. So at this point, it's either like, you know what? You can wait until you 40 and go get a 40-year-old. Okay, she got issues 9 out of 10. She in debt. She only using you till she can't use you. We know that, bro.
And we don't support that. Though. Women who want to use men, we're against that. We didn't say they couldn't do it, but we don't support that type of behavior. And you don't have to support Lotto. Lotto's trash. And another thing too, as far as I don't know if you've been listening to me. I've got probably 15 streams on Sexy Red.
And she's still outside.
Talking about her behavior. Now, I said out of all of them, I give her. To me, she got the most talent. Right now, she don't look that good, right? And she really don't act that good. But as far as actual talent, able to produce music, I give her she's the number one. But this thing right here, this Lotto thing, this looks like overcompensation. This looks like someone, and she, I don't care what she say. If she called herself mulatto, that's someone who understands they're not black. If they're running around calling themselves mulatto, that is someone, I don't know if she's happy with it, but that is not a black woman.
Women switch up all the time.
She had to cut it down to Lotto. She cut it down to Lotto. Okay, now her behavior, over the top. Where you got pregnant by a thug? You proud of that? Yeah, I'm proud of that. I got pregnant by a thug. Look at me. I'm real black. And that's what I'm saying. That's unacceptable. And we as a people, just like we did with Drake, we got to get these people, the Lottos, the 21 Savages, the Amber Rose, got to get these people out, the Fat Joes. We got to get them out of the black community. They don't belong here.
Yeah, fam, I get that, right? So let me tap on Amber Rose right quick. The only reason why we know about her is because of Kanye. Kanye brought that into our life. And she finagled that into what she got. She known, she big. She got a name and she can get on podcasts and be like, oh, that's Amber Rose. Man, black dudes bring people like that up. Look at Glorilla, right? Look how she used to look. Look what she look like now. You'll go into the comments and dudes be like, she fine. And be like, bro, do you remember what she used to look like, bro? Do you know what your baby's gonna look like, bro?
I gotta agree with you.
Like, come on, fam. Glorilla is one of the most ugliest chicks, bro. Let's be honest, bro.
But hold on. Why you gonna blame that on dudes, man? Listen,
because we accept that, bro. Listen,
we don't. Because Kanye didn't. Hear me out.
I'm listening, big dog.
Kanye didn't accept her, and neither did any of the other. Didn't accept what's her name?
Glorilla,
Miss Rose.
Yeah, hold up. Glorilla don't have to be attractive to get men.
No, she doesn't.
She
was
don't,
getting
but
before
did you
she
see
got
the way
with
she
him.
used to look?
What brother? She didn't have to be attractive before the fame. All she had to do was quote unquote be a woman, and go to the right nightclubs. She would have got whatever she was looking for. Well, she wouldn't have got no money, but she would have got whatever else she was looking for from that group of men. It's a group of men, they'll smash just about anything. And
Pretty much.
We keep talking about these obese women. I saw the big girl.
They getting it too.
The big girl who couldn't get in the lift. She put out a song. It was on. I don't know if it caught fire, but it was on Twitter. She was talking. It was something sexual. It was something very sexual. She was
like you did a show on her, right? I think you did a show on.
I'm talking about recently. She just put out a song, and it was very sexual. She's over there. So these women, what I'm saying, he was saying Glorilla ugly. Okay, she looks better. That's maybe to sell records, but as far as her as a woman, she had really nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get that, right? So the point that I was trying to make, fam, is that when you think of a woman and how they're moving out here, we don't know one woman that wasn't out showing her A, and for the most part, she didn't make money and still able to move outside. They're not shutting it down. It's been going on.
I know one.
Anything without no morals or nothing, man. Like
just to jump on that, man, because I was listening to Deborah for a second, man. There was some things that he was right about. I don't agree with everything he's saying, but the one thing I can say he right about, it ain't much change, bro. Like you could just see it now. I agree with him on that. Like you could just see what people are really doing out here now, opposed to back in the day. But man, like y'all act like the 60s and 70s like never happened. Like,
well, I mean, that time has passed. Though,
this is a new time, bro. But it was in the past.
Even when I was younger, I wouldn't smash a Glorilla.
I mean, we understand, but even back then, because I wasn't born in the 60s or 70s, but even back then, right, even in the 80s and 90s, right, well, you still have people that actually knew what family or just being good was all about. But you still had the bad too. I mean, that's just something that's always going to be around.
And that's the point. That's the point.
But some of us brothers are saying, right, we're trying to do something to stop it. Now, of course, we can't change everyone, but it's like, damn, dog. I mean, it's just gone too far now. God damn. It got to stop, bro.
I don't
want my daughters to see this dumb.
I think what happened is that we got older and we got mature and conscious. But the thing is that it's always been out there, even when we was unconscious. It was still out there in front of everybody's face.
Well, even for me, I was conscious at 19.
Yeah, look, but check it out. Like I'm talking before you was conscious at 19, bro. And look, I'm from Chicago, man. And there was a point in you go on certain streets of Chicago, and there was chicks walking that street, man. They was selling that box. There was chicks in the club that was getting bust down, man. There was women putting babies on dudes going off to the military. So when they come back, they get the benefit.
And they still do it.
Going on. They still
do it.
Yeah, but that's who they were. And was that at the forefront of our community?
Yeah, bro. And it
was.
I see what you're saying. It was. I see what you're saying. It wasn't celebrated. It wasn't celebrated.
Proud of those women. That's what you're saying.
But we had black exploitation.
You're talking about black exploitation. I'm talking about someone that's on the cover of magazines, someone that's being pushed on the forefront of our community, that's doing very, very bad things. And people say, well, it does matter.
We did celebrate them people.
It definitely does matter.
But I'm not disagreeing that it don't matter. But what I'm telling you, it was on the forefront of a lot of things, man. Like, dude,
my memory.
We got all the where we get all these black exploitation flicks, man. We know these brothers from that.
They weren't on no forefront of no black community.
When was that?
Hey, King Magazine was a thing. King Magazine was a thing.
It was a thing. Hold on. Because I was born in the 70s. I grew up in the 90s and the 80s. Yeah. So I'm very keen aware of what was
I didn't know you was that old, truth teller.
Yeah, I'm old, nigga. I'm old. I got kids in their mid-20s.
Nah, I mean, it's respect, though. I didn't know you was...
I'm trying to figure out when was any of this pushed. Because in the 90s, part of the 90s, early 90s, I was in high school. And then I went to college in the 90s. And I saw up front. I was at Freaknik. I was at Black Beach Festival at Daytona. I was at all these places. So I don't know what you're talking about this stuff was pushed forward.
You said Freaknik. You don't know who.
Yeah, if a chick.
You support it.
No, if a chick got pregnant in high school, she disappeared.
Yep.
If she got pregnant in high school, you didn't see her again. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I went to high school in New York and Miami. Well, I didn't go to high school in Miami. I went to college in Miami. If she got pregnant, she disappeared. If she wasn't married and she got pregnant, she disappeared.
Yeah.
If a chick got pregnant in the 90s by her man, she was living with the nigga.
That was in your neighborhood, bro.
Exactly.
I lived in New York and Miami. I lived in the
neighborhood.
Besides that, in New York. Well, hold on, player, hold on.
And she was X'd out.
Those are the two most popping spots.
Where you live at is not everywhere, bro.
But those were the two most popping spots besides LA and Atlanta in the 90s.
That was great.
And the 2000s.
Everywhere, bro.
So what I'm trying to tell you is I've seen it. I've been communities. I got family members. I got friends.
Because you've seen it, everybody does it like that.
Hold on, True. Hold on, True.
Them chicks were X'd out, man.
Yeah, actually, yes, it does. If you go back to the 70s, right? If you go back to Ebony magazine and Jet, and we got Essence, it's still around. They did not promote dysfunctional behavior. If you were dysfunctional, you did that shit on your own. You didn't do it with their help. The black community was the black is beautiful. Like to 1975, the black community cared of the image it projected.
We was trying to come out to the mainstream back then too, bro.
What was projected and what was produced are two different things.
Ice-T in the 80s was hot right there, man. We was listening to Ice-T.
Ice-T.
Ice-T
was never.
He was talking about cop killer. He was talking about colors, Nick. What you talking about?
He wasn't mainstream. He wasn't mainstream until the 90s. What are y'all talking about? Jesus.
He might have been mainstream,
bro.
He might have been mainstream in the black community. Okay, you grew up on Ice-T. But he was not considered a representative of black people.
The black community. No, he wasn't.
I don't think LATTO and 21 Savage are either.
I don't think they are. They shouldn't be, but they're trying to do it because they're trying to
promote them like they are.
Yeah, that's who they make money off of, man.
You know how you know they're promoting them how they are? Because you niggas is saying because she did it, it's right. That's how you know. That's how you know it's getting promoted.
Based on the time, that's what it is, bro. You just said you went to Freaknik, so you support the degeneracy, bro. You just don't support it now.
It's not mainstream, but everybody know about it.
That's not supporting the degeneracy.
Bro.
Living your life.
You're at Freaknik, bro. It's Freaknik.
Living your life in the degeneracy is supporting it.
Nah,
I got
bro.
married and I got married. I went to college and I had kids, player. How many of y'all are married?
Nah, bro. You don't get to smoke. You don't get to smoke. You don't get to smoke weed, bro. And then tell your kids don't smoke weed. Nah, bro.
Hold on.
Nah, bro.
I don't smoke.
It happens.
So how many? I'm gonna go deep. How many of y'all are married?
I'm married.
Or ever been married? Or ever been married?
I don't think y'all want to touch the subject with me, big dog.
You never been married? Anybody else?
We got to go forward, Drew.
Well, what I was gonna go to was y'all didn't marry these hoes because you already knew.
I hope none of you married.
Marriage is a white
I hope none of you married a hoe. Okay,
yeah,
none of you did.
I'm gonna just say no comment, bro. I'm just say no comment.
The community.
That's how you criticize them. That's how you criticize.
When you bring up an Ice-T or whatever, he never was mainstream. Now all of this Law and Order stuff, and now maybe he, maybe he is now. But look at the way. But look at. Okay, look, wonderful example, Tabor. Look at him now.
Look at who?
Ice-T, 20 years on Law and Order. Guess what?
20 years.
They have no problem honoring him now. He'll be honored universally on not the black community, but the American community, right? He'll do it now. He's got 20 years of good behavior. You're talking about when he was a low life, or you portraying a low life. And yeah, you're trying to say that represented, or there was an example for black people. No, it wasn't. That was a horrible example.
I didn't say that. I did not say he was an example for anybody. I said he was.
No, Tabor.
Let me answer Platt right quick, big dog.
I thought that you said, hold up, my fault.
I'm just saying they put him in the forefront, man. Like he was known. He was a known character.
Not really. Come on, Ice-T? Nah.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, it's character. They don't care for that.
All right. Maybe not in the South. but
anywhere.
Didn't Ice-T promote marriage back then?
He was. I don't know what he was into. Like I don't
And
know.
he
was gangbanging.
promoted
Really.
like pimping and
was
everything.
promoting gang
Yeah, I don't
culture.
recall him ever
ain't no
promoting
way.
marriage.
Hold up, ain't no
And
way.
drugs.
He always,
Yeah.
Would you say it was the 90s?
he
This
always
is the 80s,
promoted
bro.
There
he
ain't no
always
way they're
promoted
gonna push.
marriage though, but
They're not
even
gonna
though he
push
promoted the
that.
pimp culture and
Dude,
all
I was
that.
there.
They're
What are you
not gonna.
talking about?
They're not going to promote. The society's not going to promote.
Dude, Colors was
that.
one of the biggest movies that came out, and his single.
The black
Colors
community
was
does not
the main-
support colors.
Yes, they did, bro.
No, they
That's
don't.
Man, look at the sales on Colors, man. The movie Colors, man. That shit was.
But
hot.
you,
I'm
if
done.
you
Okay,
were there,
what,
you
bro?
already know rap was only popular amongst the young. The black community majority didn't support hip hop.
Look, let me say this too. Look, if low lives, if you want to be a low life, it probably is more low life than people who want to not be low life. Nobody cares what they do. You know, you want to be a thug and an animal and a criminal. Nobody cares. They'll throw you into prison. They don't care. You can beat your wife, ruin the lives of your kids. Nobody cares. We're talking about the LATTO, 21 Savage, the people who are decent, the good people. What matters to them? That's what I'm talking about. Of course, there's going to be a group of people who love 21 Savage and LATTO because they're just like them. They're just like them. What about the people who aren't like them? And that's the whole point. When you talk about a Drake, people got tired of Drake. Drake, you not a black man. Get your ass out of here. Does that mean he's going to not do shows? No, it don't mean that, but people got tired of him. They finna get tired of LATTO. I'm telling you that. People are sick of the LATTOs. They sick of the 21 Savages. They're sick of people like this. They are not black people. They come into the black community as guests, and they have all of this dysfunction. The things we trying to move away from. We just had Michael B. Jordan, who proved to the world black man don't have to be a thug or an animal or a criminal, and a black man also can break up with a woman without him running to the trunk, starting something. And look at him.
That's right.
That's what black people are about. They're trying to show that off. I'm tired of the 21 Savages and the LATTOs.
Yeah.
We've moved on from them. I'm tired of them people. They can do what they want, but they got to do it under the floorboards of the black community. Take them people off stage.
Hey, you know what, Platt? Stop. They need to be associated with just being black folk. And that's the whole thing. They're just hip hop rappers, dude. That, we tried to hold on to that establishment as representative of black folk for so long that people make synonymous with it. And it's not. Like, they want to do dysfunctional stuff in hip hop culture and rap. That's hip hop culture and rap. That is not a black person. And that's where we messed up at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We trying to own every damn thing. Everything that's good, we want a piece of it. We want to be a piece of the Indians and half white and mulatto and then the black community.
But yeah, you already told Hutch. Me, you both know, right? We know if somebody in our community and they happen to be mixed or they light skinned, but just say they mixed and they run around calling themselves mulatto, we already know they don't identify with black people.
Right. They want to
because they're already showing you they different. Like, why you call yourself something like that?
They want to stand out. They want
to they move.
There you go. There you go. And them the type, I don't like niggas like that. I don't. I mean, I don't like black people or people who walk around with that on their sleeve. Ain't nothing wrong. Hey, you mix. You ask somebody. I worked with a guy almost 2 years. Two years. The difference was he was one of those mixed dudes who you couldn't tell. That dude finally told me, he said, man, my mom white. That man never brought that up. For 2 years, that man never brought that up. We was talking about something and it came up. He said, oh man, my mama white. And I said, wait, you mean white? He said, yeah, white woman. I said, whoa, for real? He said, yeah. And he went in there and got some pictures and he showed me. But beyond that, that man never brought that up.
Hey, you know what? And I like to move like that too, because I don't really care nothing about all that, man. If you fam, you fam, man. If you cool, you cool. Like, I never really been on to a lot of that. Because like personally in my family, my family kind of blended. You know what I'm saying? So we identify as black folk. We with black folk. People treat us like black folk. I ain't no special, no special collection of blackness. I'm just like everybody else. So I just try to do my best in what I could achieve, and then you try to make it better for everybody else too when you can. But the reality of it is like there's so many things you can't control, man. And I think we get messed up because we are trying to please or be seen as something else in somebody else's eyes, and they never gonna see you that way.
Well, I
They,
mean,
they
the
never gonna
thing is,
do it.
just think about it, right? Let's just say, because I mean, you're talking about, generation. Let's just say we were not like this as black
Mhm,
people. Let's just
mhm.
say that we were, were just looked at as just extremely great people. Let's just say we had that type of image, then people wouldn't think that, some of the things they think about us. So anytime one of our people do some crazy, you know, acts or whatever, it makes us all look bad. So, and then when you got so many of our people that's doing it, just like Platinum saying, all these other, mixed people or whatever they want to call themselves coming into, the black community and adding to the destruction. It's like, damn, if this is what people think about us, then that's a problem.
Yeah,
You
it
see what
is
I'm
a
saying?
problem, bro. I do. I
We
100% see
shouldn't
what you're
even want to
saying.
be looked at this way, but
But
you know,
check it out.
it
Check it
is
out.
what
Do
it is.
business. Do business. Check it out. And this is what I'm saying, man. It's almost there's a certain group of people, no matter what you do, they're gonna look at you like you ain't shit. Man, Martin Luther King marched, protest, nonviolent, walked the streets, and just asked to be treated like a human. And they look how they treated him. They
Well,
didn't
I
give a
mean,
damn. They didn't
when
give
you
a damn
talking,
what he was doing. They
well,
didn't care what
everybody
he was
wasn't
doing.
like that. But you're talking
It-
about people that are just
but
hateful because just think
no,
about that.
yeah,
That's
I'm not saying
because they
everybody.
came from. I know what you're talking about. Those people that have that kind of mentality to
Right,
hate someone based on their race. That's what they were taught. But
right.
everybody wasn't rocking like that. So I understand what you're saying, my
So
brother.
the
I
regular
get that.
people are going to understand that this is a hip hop fucking knucklehead that don't give a damn about. He's dysfunctional. He's doing whatever he wants. He got a damn tattoo in the middle of his damn forehead,
My
bro.
nigga, but
I'm like,
I
you
think
say
that's
you from the
I think
shadow,
that's
dog.
yeah, I think
I
that's over.
am.
Dog, I'm very familiar with Chicago, dog. Chicago
Yeah,
got some of the most craziest motherfuckers ever, dog.
yeah, I know,
That's in
man.
every city,
I know some of
dog.
them. I know some of them.
That's
You know, I'm
not
cool with
cool,
some of these
man.
dudes. It
Yeah,
just is
I
what it
think that the
is. I can't
facial
get.
tattoos are overcompensation. I
Yeah,
think a lot of these people who know they're not black people, they do things to try to overcompensate to give you the impression that somehow they down or they black. All them facial tattoos, the thuggery, that dude's from Britain.
yeah.
That dude's from Britain.
That's
I don't
all
know
good.
what he is, but he's from Britain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah. He
it,
wrote all on his face to try to make black people think that he's black. That man ain't black.
he really he say he grew up in Atlanta, but he came here when he was young. So he not
Why they trying
he's
to
like a
deport him?
yeah, they did deport him.
Well, he wasn't born here.
No, he wasn't born. He was born in Britain. He grew up in Atlanta. His parents came here as professors or something like that, on some school or work, and they visa expired. They just stayed around, and
I
that's
don't
how he
believe
ended
none
up
of that,
growing up in
son.
Atlanta.
How do your parents be professors? You travel to another country for work.
I don't
You
know.
spend 20 years there. You don't get your paperwork right. That don't even sound right, man.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm 100% accurate on it. I'm just giving you a general of what the
Gotcha.
story that's out there, So, cause I try to pay attention to a lot of this stuff. I mean, as a rapper, I actually like 21 Savage as a rapper, but I don't care about his personal care. I don't know anything about him outside of his lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And I've never listened to a Lotto song. I only know that she is a rapper. I can't name not one song or one lyric that woman has ever said. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
she
but
kind of and
they have
she
they're
ain't
having
really
a bad.
fine to me.
They're having a horrific. They make us look terrible,
They're not even us.
but society looks at them as they're us.
But that goes back to what I was saying, Platt. Society gonna look at you and me the way they want to look at us, no matter what we do. You could be
But
brilliant.
it's
You could say they're life. They're gonna look at you like, hey, that's just another thing.
it's our jobs to make sure we clarify that they're not us, and
That's cool. Yeah, I'm with that.
yeah, that's where the role that you have to. I always say this: the first responsibility you have as a member of a community is to criticize and to hold the other members of the community responsible.
I agree with that.
or
Man. I'm
accountable.
cool with that.
So
but it ain't gonna change how they
Absolutely
gonna
not.
look at you.
it may not change it. It may not change anything, but at least you know what the community thinks about this sort of thing,
Exactly.
right?
So
that's all that matters, really. Whether or not they decide to change, that's up to them. But all we need to do is to make sure we clarify this is not how we roll, and we don't accept this.
And there's nothing wrong with drawing a line in the sand and say, hey, 21 Savage and Latto, I don't know what they are. They're guests in hip hop. They're not black people. I don't know what they are, and that's a bad idea to go out here and get pregnant. And I don't know. There's rumors that guy's married, and you bragging on that. That what's wrong? And then I don't care what you say. You can't tell me how to think. Well, then do what you want to do.
Fact.
Do what you want to do. But the community has spoken and said we don't co-sign that. We don't approve of that. They can do what they want to do, and that's what we need to do. The community's got to do that.
Yeah. The
Man,
thing is
chicks
that,
rather be a rich dude side piece than a broke dude main chick, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but see, from that perspective, we're talking about people who are not in the limelight. I'm talking about people. Well, if you were look at Michael B. Jordan. Okay, now that he's in the limelight, is it okay for him to blow blunts? Is it okay for him to go on Cameron and Mace and roll up?
Yeah, but that ain't his lane.
Wait a minute. He's doing promotion. He go on Cameron and Mace and blow blunts and talk down on women. And then he say, hey, I don't know where Michael B. Jordan from. He claimed wherever he's from,
New Jersey.
I'm a real Jersey nigga. That's unacceptable. He can. I can't stop him. But that would hurt his career. That's what I'm saying. That's a bad image. That would hurt the image of black men.
What I would say is that I don't think that he should do that because I don't think that's who he's ever been. But whoever you've been to get you where you want to be and you think that's the right way to go, that's up to you to decide if you want to represent yourself like that, man. You know, and I'm fine with other people disagreeing with that as well, too, because that's the beauty of it, is that we could run our lives the way we want to, and people could agree or disagree with it. And it's like, hey, I just need to delineate from the people I don't agree with. Like, hey, man, if I don't want that lifestyle, I need to get away from that. And just say, hey, look, don't associate that with me. And I'm thinking that's what you're saying with the community. Now, the thing with the community is, the community really ain't a monolith. It's just a group of people that think the way you think. You know what I'm saying?
Community exists, bro.
That's a community. Yeah. Hey,
it's not as big as we think it is sometimes.
The black community exists, and they do not co-sign. Look at what's her name? Sierra got Serena. Serena got in trouble with the sea walking at the Super Bowl. A lot of people came out against that. Said, "Well, you don't need to do that." Mm-hmm. Okay, you from Compton, but you don't need to be doing that.
Yeah, she still did it.
But she got backlash for doing it, brother.
But from who? You know what I'm saying?
The community.
No. But a set of the community.
And a couple of other, it doesn't. But I don't even. Well, hold on. What do y'all expect? What do you expect from a community of diverse people? Like what?
Exactly.
It's weird. Are you expect? Well, no. But what I'm saying, because in what you described the last few minutes, either they have to be a monolith, or if they're not a monolith, it don't matter. Like what exactly?
No, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that, like, all right, when we say the community, we act like the black community as a whole, but that black community as a whole is segmented into different thought patterns.
That's what a community is. That's what communities are.
So I'm like, so when they say the community get backlash, so like part of the black community gave you backlash.
So what?
What about Drake? Is Drake a part of the black community?
Yes, his daddy black.
Some people think he is. Yeah, some people think he is.
Well, how come they ran him out of it?
How?
Yeah. He in the wrong place. But he could roll with academics.
It was so bad he decided to sue a nigga who battle rapped him and beat him.
Bro, Kendrick got a few great songs on that album or whatever, bro. Man, Drake been doing his thing for like 16 years, bro, consistently.
But what about now is the point, sir.
It doesn't matter, bro. His catalog is so vast, bro. You can play Drake all day long, bro.
No, you can play Drake all day long.
Listen, you're right. I can play Drake. Listen, bro. I have never gotten a car or
He got
ever been
fans.
around chicks or been to a club where Kendrick was just prevalent like that, bro. Now I'm from the South, man. They play Drake all day, bro.
I get you, but
look.
we'll see what
I'm with
happens
you.
if Drake doesn't go on a tour. We already know he got a
He
problem.
don't have to go on a tour, bro. Why he
He
got to go on a
does
tour, bro?
because
No,
that's
he
how they
don't,
make their
bro.
money.
He's consistent with his music, bro. Back to back, bro.
The tours are what makes most
That
performers their money.
I mean, you're
It's so
telling me
true.
something that I know, but I'm telling you his
So
consistent
then why are you
catalog of music,
disagreeing?
bro.
I'm
He's
not. I
not.
don't
He's not
disagree with his
disagreeing.
consistent catalog of
Y'all,
music.
y'all aren't
What I'm
disagreeing.
saying is, right. No, what I'm saying is, if he doesn't go on tour, his career is dead.
Bro.
I mean, that's
You
a
know how
lot of
many
artists.
people don't go on tours, man? They got rock bands don't go on tours for 10 years, bro.
That's because they got bread already.
Right,
Yeah,
because they're
all of
career
them got
right.
Well, exactly. He got bread
Well,
already.
no.
What are we talking about?
It's not that. It's because they retired.
Bro, no, they
He's
don't,
not.
bro.
He's not. He's
They don't
not.
retire, bro.
Yes, they do. What are you talking about?
Bro,
Jesus
rock
Christ.
stars don't retire. What are you talking about?
Hold up. I saw Billy Idol. He got gray hair. He had his shirt off. Right? He got to be in his 60s. He got to be late 60s. He was on tour. Right? He was on TV. He was on one of those channels. And I said, "Whoa, that's Billy Idol. That's a man up. That man's up there with no shirt on, old with gray hair.
What the hell is he doing on tour?
Man,
doing what he loved to do, bro.
Okay,
on,
and
bro.
then Mick Jagger. these people be touring. They be old, the motherfucker.
Oh, bro, you tripping?
New Edition, because New Edition got a lot of health issues. They do their stuff sitting down.
Hey man, I seen New Edition a couple years ago, like 2 years ago.
How was it?
It was
They sit down.
No, they was good. They would dance like 2 years ago.
They all sat down and they had dancers behind them.
And
Stop playing, Platt. Stop playing.
If it is love, why do I feel this? They had singers in tall chairs. Tall chairs. They old, man. They old and diabetic. They can't move.
Damn.
I know Bobby don't.
But they still got to go on tour, though.
Bro, they don't have to go on tour, bro. They love what they do. What are you talking about, bro?
Sir, it is clear that they have to go on tour.
Bro, they don't have to tour, bro. People love to make music, bro. What are you talking about?
Stop it, nigga.
I think
man, come on, bro. You ignorant, bro. You being ignorant,
I don't
bro.
think. No, hold up. I don't think the Stones know New Edition. I think they do. I think they still got a tour.
Who? Stones or New Edition?
New Edition.
I think they do. I could have sworn I heard something about it on the radio. I don't know how. I don't even remember how recent. I started listening to niggas a long time ago. But if they got to be on stage sitting down, nigga, they got to be on tour. There's no reason for you to come on tour.
Bro,
if you don't
when you love what you do, bro, you're gonna do it anyway, despite what anybody says. They just get to make money off of it, bro. You're not an entertainer, so you don't know, bro.
Not when. Which entertainer entertains for when they don't need money?
Bro, it ain't about the money for them, bro. He just said a 60-year-old dude was on stage. Do he need the money, bro?
It is about the
yes. So you think Mick Jagger need the money too?
Yes.
Bro, you don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Not Stones.
He does.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Truth teller, not them, not the Stones.
No, the Stones. You know what? Have you looked? They actually talked about these niggas going on tour, and because of why they needed to go on tour, they needed the money, Platt.
Okay,
they didn't go on tour just because they wanted to have fun. These niggas is in their 70s and 80s.
Bro, they love what they do, bro.
No,
you know what, bro? You don't have a talent, so you don't know. You don't have a talent.
Do you understand what a tour is? They
bro,
have
I understand what a tour is.
Across,
see, bro,
no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Bro, you're trying to split hairs, bro. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're not an entertainer, bro.
So, Platt, they have assets. What they don't have is cash flow. You got to stand that stuff up. They got bills to pay. It's not like they just making money off of their investments. That's why they have to go on tour. You're not 80 years old.
Argument,
bro. I'm looking at this thing right here, and it could be wrong. It says Mick Jagger net worth $600 million.
Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about, bro.
Now Google,
you have no clue, bro.
Now Google, how much of that is liquid? Ask it that question. How much of that is liquid?
bro. That's neither here or there, bro.
I'm
People
getting into this
Yes,
thing.
it is.
No,
All
they're
right.
saying 600 million. No, now they do go not. I don't forgot even how the question was. I mean, the statement was phrased. I just know the Stones got money. That's all.
They
don't
do.
have the
They do
tour,
have money
bro.
because remember when they talk about that net value, it's not just they're not calculating just dollar amount.
Yeah,
They're calculating
true,
the value of everything they own.
true. Some of them groups have money. Some of the
Bro,
groups
Of
you
do have.
course,
tripping,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You
Look
tripping,
at
bro.
the Beatles. Look at the Beatles.
You
Remember
tripping, bro.
all the
Yeah.
things that the Beatles owned. But
Yeah.
remember why they had to go on tour last time?
Okay, but the Stone. Okay, listen, we I just brought him up as being old, not money. It was just he's an old guy and he still tours. And then I think
Correct.
you said they needed to. I
Yeah.
don't know about him. Not that group.
If you have six,
That's a white band. That's tremendous. Even now, they get it.
yes,
When you go to their
very
shows,
Nirvana,
their shows
Kiss.
is like their shows are like nursing homes.
yes,
Packed.
yes.
The Stones.
No, I'm
even
not
now.
saying you're wrong, but what I'm telling you is because that's assets. That's the value of the stuff they own. That's not cash that they have. They have to pay bills. The only way if they don't go
Well, I
on
don't
tour,
know.
they got to
I'm gonna let
sell.
you can have the last word,
Well,
but
you don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I'm
You
just gonna say
talking,
we
bro.
disagree on that. That's all I'm gonna say.
You
Well,
don't
no,
know what you're
I'm
talking
not.
about.
If let's say if I own 100 houses and I'm worth $200 million, but when I go out and I need to pull $10 million for something, I don't have the cash. I got houses. So what do I have to do? I have to liquidate one of my houses or two or three so I have the cash to do what I need to.
Bro, you're
I
not an
have bills to
entertainer,
pay.
bro. You have no natural talent, bro.
What are
So
you
you don't
talking
know,
about?
bro.
Yeah, and I don't
You
know what
just
that
sound
has to do.
stupid.
Look, at the end of the day,
You have no
at
natural talent,
the
bro.
end of the day, some of those guys need the money. Some of them do.
Yeah,
Some of them don't, and they still. I think the Billy Idol. I don't know. I actually think he don't really.
Billy
need to
Idol
do
might
it.
like it. Yeah, Billy
Yeah, I don't
might be
think he
doing
needs
it.
to. He's way too old. If you go and look at it, it's actually sad.
He said he
It's
took
actually
off his
sad
shirt.
because he got his shirt off. That man's got gray hair, a gray goatee, and he walk around in some pants and boots and no shirt on. And he's saying eyes was out of face.
Before
They paying the crowd, man. The old ass white women in there. You know, I'm like, look
and
at
they
this
paid
shit,
for
man.
those tickets.
Yeah, they paid a lot too to see it. He was up there
Yep.
singing Billy
Hey, them
Idol.
tickets
That-
ain't cheap. Them
White
tickets ain't
Bro,
wedding.
before
White
that man goes, he
wedding.
want to grace the stage one more time in his life, bro, because that's what
Oh
he
no,
do.
no, I don't know. He's on tour. I think
He's on
more
tour. He's gracing the stage multiple times.
Man, but you can see if you 60 or 70 and you done had the wife, the kids grown, you got a little money, you got the fancy cars, you live the rock star life, and the people want to hear you. You say, yeah, I'll do another show.
Why wouldn't you do it for your fans before you leave this earth, bro?
Why not? You like doing this? Hey, I'll go do a show, sing. Come back, I'm gonna get paid to sing my music. What I do at the house anyhow, yeah, I'll go do it. Yeah, so no. I mean, not my thing, it never was. Billy Idol. But yeah, he was on TV. You can go look it up. He was on, it was like on one of them funny channels too, like Hallmark. Like where you wouldn't expect, like what the Billy Idol concert.
Oh, they had it on Hallmark?
It was on one of them channels, man.
I mean, it don't sound great, but to have it on one of those channels is actually pretty good because he's getting paid from that too.
But New Edition now on that one, I don't know. I could be wrong. I think they needed the money. That's what I'm saying. I think Bobby and all them guys, I think they got, you're right, they do have bills. I think they need the money.
But they got bad deals back in the day, and everybody knows it, bro. Everybody know black artists get bad deals.
Okay, they got bad deals. That's what I'm saying. When you see them at the casinos or something, New Edition, they need the money.
Hey, hold on. Getting your going to Vegas and getting your show in Vegas, they pay a lot of dough for that. So
Yeah.
A
You got a
residency.
residency.
yeah, residency. There we go. Yeah, they pay a lot of dough.
To me, the residencies are where they go when they really need money and they're hot artists. They'll go do their residency because they got consistent bread. They get their bread back up, and then they go on tour afterwards to stack it off, and then they kind of go back to chilling out. You know what I'm saying?
I
Get back
mean,
on
but
top.
bro, why go on tour when people's going to Vegas anyway and will want to see you at shows when the people of your age that came up with you, they're in Vegas
They do
and
it
they pay
after
for
the
the show.
residency. They just do it after the residency's over.
Mariah, so we go say Mariah Carey was broke too when she did her residency.
She kind of
no.
was.
What year was that?
It depends. She did go kind of broke for a second. She had to build herself back up.
What year?
But who's broke? You're broke or her broke?
Hold up,
Her broke.
What year did she go broke? Because you gotta catch me up on that one.
Yeah, she
Come on,
did.
bro.
She was she had some financial problems.
Oh, you're talking about like the 90s, right?
It was like
it was recent.
A while ago. Yeah.
I thought it was in the 2000s.
Mariah Carey is not close to being broke.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought she did her residency in the 90s.
Her album is literally
she
Christmas,
may have done the residency or whatever. You know, I can't. Residency. She may have done that, right? But it wasn't because she was broke. That's all I'm saying. You said
that's a nice bag grab.
Man, Mariah went on some interviews talking about all she got to do is All I Want for Christmas. She make almost like $200 million just off that one song.
That's Christmas, bro. Doing Christmas every Christmas for 20 years. Come on, bro.
Networks hit her off with almost 75, 80 million. Come on, ABC, and sing that song. And she does, and she gets some money. And I'm saying, broke that woman. When did that woman go
that's
broke?
what I'm saying. Y'all, you tripping, bro. You don't even, that's entertain. Bro, I don't know if you ever walked on a stage, but I have been on a stage, bro, with entertainers, bro. And that's what they live and do, bro. That's their excitement. And you're looking in the crowd and there's 2,000, 4,000, 5,000 people. For some people, it's way more than that. Bro, it's a feeling that you would never know because you're not an entertainer. And if you never talk to
I have no idea why you're talking to him like that.
Because he was talking about everybody.
He never said he was an entertainer.
I didn't say. I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. He's not an entertainer, so he don't know the feeling of being on stage at any age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Wow.
They said in 1999 she had an issue because she had
she had a mental issue.
She had a mental issue, and then she had all those issues with her real estate. She bought like a $19 million mansion, and then
wasn't she married to that Tony dude?
That'll make you broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she had an album in 04.
That woman don't know what broke means ever.
Man, she had some issues right then. So
yeah, but that's not when she did her residency.
No, it was after that. She recovered from that. So I mean, she good now, but she did go through a little thing. I mean, but everybody go through a thing, man.
Everybody.
It's just when you're at that level, everybody can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all.
They just said she was spending more than she made, and then she did the residency and all of that, and she's back on top.
She got it back.
You got that American Idol money. I don't know how long, but I know she was on it for more than at least maybe three seasons. She got about maybe 30, 40 million a show. Not a show, a season.
Money. That's still insane money.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That woman, every time you see that woman, she making money.
And Nick Cannon said it. Nick Cannon said it costs almost $200,000 just so she can go out the house.
That's right.
Yeah, it's expensive for her to live, man. Yeah. Costs a lot. She had to refinance her crib. They have it on here. She had to refinance her crib.
Speaking of Nick Cannon,
refinance all the time,
a lot of
bro.
guys don't understand is like, speaking of Nick Cannon, Nick Cannon is the type of guy that females want modern time. They don't want that single dude with no kids who got a regular job, law abiding. Nick Cannon
they don't want no regular job, nigga.
Hear me out for a second. Hear me out for a second. If you a single dude and you have your shit together, you got a 9-to-5 job, decent paying job, you don't have no criminal background, females will think something is wrong with you.
Especially if you black.
Yep. Especially hear me out.
Hey man, I call that like the.
Let me land the plane for a second.
Give us the formula, bro.
So a dude, for example, a dude that got a wife and 4 kids, females find him more attractive, and I'm talking about single females, find him more attractive than that single dude who have his shit together, but he's single.
because she can play outside.
So you think Latto, right? Young, no kids, freak, and you think 21 Savage, you think they represent modern the youth? I'm saying under 25 America.
Yes, bro.
No. I'm just talking in general. I'm not
Some
talking
of
about
them.
these. I'm
Basically,
not
what
talking
you
about
just
these.
said, though. I know you,
No,
but
no.
you
I'm,
just
I'm
said
just.
that.
I'm just. Here's the thing. It's called pre-selection, right? It's
No,
called
no,
pre-selection.
Buck. You just said
all
the topic is about Latto and them. You just said 21 Savage, married, 2 kids, low life. Latto, twerky chick or whatever, hood rat. I mean, wannabe by choice, hood rat, and she's got a baby by the low life. And you were saying that's basically
Oh
what the
yeah,
women.
yeah, yeah.
The women
It applies over here too. You know what I'm saying? It applies over here. But what I was just talking about in general is just that women like dudes who already have wife or a girlfriend and couple of kids than
And
that single dude who have his shit in order,
bro,
no wife, no kids,
let
no
me comment
baby
on.
moms. They will actually find something's wrong with you, even though something's
Hey,
not wrong with you.
let me comment on that, bro. Hey, what was your name, bro?
A book.
Buck. Hey, this is Hutch, man. Hey, you know what? I'm married. I got kids, right? And I'll tell you the one thing that's the difference. While a lot of times women do come up to that, to guys like me, because we don't give a fuck. We really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like if they like us, they gonna like us. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter to me because I have a wife, I have 2 kids. I mean, so if anything happens, a lot of times if a chick really is into dude, they be throwing it, man. I'm like, because they really want it and you don't care. So it's not that you're weird or whatever. The chicks are just going to go after the dudes they really want. And that's just all it is. So and that can happen. That can
That's where I
happen.
respectfully disagree.
Okay.
Hear me out. Because
All right, bro.
no. I respectfully disagree with that because here's the thing:
Sure.
chicks want competition, right? They want that competition so they can take
Mhm.
you from your wife.
Okay.
They
Not
want
all the
that
time,
ability.
bro.
Not all the time. Here's the thing. Not all the time. They want that. Why you think all these CEOs that's always getting caught up with some shit is always some chick at his workplace that's getting him in trouble?
He's a high
Shit like
value
that. You
man,
know what
bro.
I'm saying? You guys remember Monica
You
Lewinsky?
just describing a high value man. Women go after high value men. If they perceive you as a high value man, they're going to do whatever they need to do to get you. And if you're in that position, you get used to it. You just like I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you do. You know what I'm saying? But they want you. That's what I'm saying. That's Kevin Samuels told you about that. You really describing a high value man. You just don't know it yet.
And she would get pregnant by you because I'm pretty sure she see how 21 Savage raised his kids and how he is as a father, and she loves that shit. Excuse my language, and she want that too.
Yeah. They're not gonna go after every damn dude that got kids. They're gonna go after
Facts.
the ones they want.
Yeah, the ones they want, and they would have a baby for him too, and they don't care about the
They,
wife,
they don't care
and they
about
won't,
none of that.
and they won't even ruin his life. She ain't gonna ruin his life. They outside and look cool. You feel what I'm
actually, they're
saying?
not,
They want to
brother.
be part of the program.
They're doing shows. They're not outside. They're around well lit, secured areas.
I
Them
mean, they
people ain't close, and
outside getting
neither is
money.
hold up, and neither is he. They're not. That's an image. They're not outside. Them people behind guarded fucking rooms and security ropes.
I get what you saying, G. I
They
get
in
what
their
you
own little
saying, bro.
circles, in their own circles, whatever that is. It looks different than our circles, but same way
And
people can't come in your space, they
yeah,
can come in their
they're
space.
eating out the black community. They're eating out the black community,
I agree with that.
and the black community needs to stop that because they're a horrible example. They're disrespectful. And if they want to live like that, we know the outcome of that. She should, but that stuff shouldn't be highlighted. She shouldn't be on no magazine cover bragging on she got pregnant by a low life dirt bag.
So Platt, should we have just Christian rappers, man? Just
Well,
good.
no, you could be I said you don't have to highlight her lifestyle. She can rap.
But I'm just saying, like, but we rap about the most ratchet shit. We killing and gang banging.
Well, but she don't need to be talking about that aspect of the way
Why
she's
not do
living her life.
this?
Huh?
This is just she living. She trying to be real with hers. She like, I'm a real ratchet chick. I ain't no
It
studio.
makes
I mean, she's
community
not
though.
studio ratchet. She's not studio ratchet. She's real ratchet.
But the community, she's not. First of all, she's not even black, but she makes the black community look bad.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but we talking about rappers. So
didn't Ray J
actual lyrics too?
Didn't Ray J say that Flick pretty much ended it for him?
Yeah, kind of. Because
the community,
he's an R&B singer.
Because the community don't co-sign that. They like, man, you gonna do a Flick?
If he was Chris Brown, it wouldn't have ruined him.
I think it would have. They don't want
no.
They don't want to see no Flick by a singer.
They don't.
I don't think they want to see a dude
Ray
by
J singer. Bro, you know what? Hold on.
Chris Brown Flick was, man.
I don't even know why we're even arguing about this.
You brought up Ray J.
They do not want to see a Flick by a R&B singer. None of them. They pretty much ended them. Look at R. Kelly. His ass is in jail. We know there was some other things with that. But what I'm saying, you gotta if you're gonna be a singer, be a singer. You're gonna be a rapper, be a rapper. But if you live dysfunctional, keep it out of the public eye. That's all.
But like, ain't Chris Brown like the thug R&B singer and Trey Songz like the same kind of way at the time?
They call him Trigger Trey.
Yeah, man. I mean,
how are you a thug R&B singer? How does that work?
Hey, man. Hey, you had Jaheim and Tank. Jaheim was a thug.
Facts.
The thug blue pill boy, loving this.
No, he wasn't. Jaheim.
Chris Brown wasn't even a real thug either. He was a fake thug. He was fake.
He didn't even pretend to be a thug, man. Really?
Chris Brown did.
When did he pretend to be a thug?
And Chris Brown tatted up like he been outside forever, bro.
That ain't thuggish. Getting multiple tattoos.
What are you talking
about? Songs. He's singing love songs with tattoos on, y'all. What are you talking about, thug? Just because you got tattoos, you a thug?
Hey, man. What about?
Bro, we don't make the rules, bro.
What about the first?
I said he was a fake thug.
What about the first thug image
we don't make the rules.
Jodeci brought out the thug R&B singers, man.
Get out of here. Hell no. I don't know what you talking about. Jodeci ain't never pretended.
None of them. And KC ain't none of them. None of those dudes were thugs.
They had them in.
Man, you heard their songs?
None of them pretending to be thugs.
They were love songs.
Yeah.
Casey and JoJo was outside, man.
They was outside.
No, they weren't.
They was outside, big dog.
They were not. They were church kids.
First of all,
church kids get outside.
KC, thank you, Truth. KC and JoJo were right out of the church. They were never outside. They were church boys.
Oh my God.
When y'all say outside, what do y'all mean?
I have no idea what you're talking about. They were church kids.
They weren't Dylan.
And their music was love songs.
Yeah.
They might have said there might have been one or two songs.
But that was the image. The image they try to make him up with the jean suits, thug him out a little bit, hang with Tupac. Man, go hang with Tupac.
No, that's not thug. See, I know y'all niggas is young. That's called the style.
You don't know what thug is, bro. You don't know what a thug is, bro.
Okay, you know who a thug is? His name's called Sugar Knight. He was a thug.
Y'all niggas, because the niggas wear baggy jeans, they thugs. Like, when did y'all grow up?
Look at where he wound up behind being a thug.
Like, you be like hyperbolic, man. No, not you, man, but True Tell to be all over the place.
How am I over? You said it, not me.
No, I'm just saying,
I'm all over the place.
We're talking about, like, you making it about me. I'm telling you what the industry was trying to push.
I didn't make it about you. You said Jodeci was thugging it because of what they were wearing.
You are young. That
thug is an image, bro.
I'm young?
No,
I'm older than you.
Bro, listen, you don't even know
because you have no idea what Jodeci looked like in the 90s at a high level.
You can't hear what I'm saying, brother,
because you don't know what you're talking about. You said Jodeci was thugs.
Now you're just being insulting.
How am I being insulting?
Because you're not listening to what I'm saying.
You said Jodeci were thugs. Am I wrong?
Hey, look, I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna actually say what I'm saying, and then you can respond to that. Okay. So what I was saying was the industry tried to push them as that. They told everybody that was what they were going for. That's why they wanted to pair them with two. Because the look, they don't care about
my lady.
That's what they thought. They
What
thought
was the
that
look?
They
You're not being.
actually had
they weren't out in the streets, though.
Jodeci. If
There was
anything,
nothing thuggish about them.
yeah. If anything, they were too
Just the look.
soft.
They were too soft.
They might have lied and said that, but they were considered too soft. They was a girls group. There was a bunch of guys.
Next thing you gonna say, Drew Hill was thugs too, right?
No, Drew Hill was not thugs.
That's what you think, just alike.
That's not what I said, brother.
He gonna say MC Hammer was a thug.
MC Hammer was a thug.
MC Hammer actually was a thug.
That's certified.
He didn't come across like
MC
that.
Hammer, bro. MC Hammer is certified, bro. Y'all tripping.
He was a real thing, but he didn't come across as a thug. So
no, he
didn't.
But
he was a real
that's
thing,
exactly my
come
point.
across.
He didn't want to come across as a thug in the industry. They tried to push Jodeci off like that, but they were more like the image.
Can you tell me how? Give me an example. What was the image of Jodeci in the 90s?
The look of them, they tried to
they were not, hold up, but they were not
an urban community. Bro.
Yeah, they were not punkish dudes. They were all cool guys.
Yeah,
but
they were cool, smooth guys.
Jodeci was never, by any measure, considered thugs.
I didn't say they
never.
were. That's the image that they try to push them off as.
That wasn't even
the
their
original
image.
Group that started looking like that. After that, you start getting like more jagged edge, more ruggeder groups. That like because it was all
they never looked like that.
Shit. Like
they never looked like thugs
because
ever.
To go the opposite of Boys and Men, which Boys and Men was wearing khaki jeans and dress shirts and ties.
Was New Edition thugs?
Bobby
Brown was.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby Brown. Yeah,
he said New Edition.
Bobby was a thug.
He was a part of New Edition.
He was a troublemaker. I wouldn't go so far as say
he wasn't a thug. He was a troublemaker, and not only that, his marriage to Whitney Houston. It was Whitney Houston that got him involved in all of that.
He was mischievous.
He was on crack.
Yeah,
he was on.
He
crack,
wasn't
bro.
a thug.
Man, Bobby was a thug, bro. Bobby was a thug, bro.
He liked that. He liked that image, though. He liked the image of a thug.
No, he didn't, man. He didn't do the thug image either, man. What do y'all niggas call
What are
a
you
thug
talking
image?
about, bro?
Hey,
what was his thug image?
I mean, well, all right. So
what is a thug? Truth?
Yeah, it's just different from everybody.
What is a thug, bro? What is a thug?
You know who's a thug? DMX is a thug.
All right, yeah, he's a real one though. You know what I'm saying? He's a real. He's what I would call more of a street dude. You know,
that's a thug.
That's a thug.
Y'all niggas are saying Jodeci looked like thugs. How in God's name did y'all niggas? No,
but y'all act like thugs can't sing, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying who said that. What are you?
Hey, I think Tank come across
focus on what we talking about,
bro. I said what I said.
How did they come across as thugs? Give me one example. Was it their outfit?
Be a little bit more rugged. I'm not saying that
like how? Give me an example. I understand. Give me an example.
All right, so for instance, I was saying Jaheim was making street songs. He's like, that if I don't make it home tonight, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was a love song
going
about
down the street and hustling and not making it back home. Dog, he tried to come across like that. Tank tried to come across a thug. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell no, stop it. All right, y'all niggas don't know what I'm talking about.
Bro.
Yeah, ain't nothing thuggish about Tank.
I didn't say he was. No, I said he was.
Hold up, because he work out.
He was trying to appeal to it.
Man, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. You got to start getting into the rap community for the thuggery stuff, but the R&B community really ain't there.
They had no thugs in R&B.
Trying to come across as tough dudes. I'm telling you, they do.
When
R&B guys,
I don't even know what you're talking about. They never came across as tough.
R&B in itself, nothing's tough about R&B. Nothing.
See, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. It's like y'all don't even think about it. It's like I'm not saying that it is tough. I'm saying they try to come across as a.
No, they don't. There's R&B singers. They're ladies' men.
Right. Their audience are women, not men.
Yes. They try to come across as rugged enough for the one. They don't want to be the song.
Well, I understand rugged, but you're associating rugged looking with thuggery. I don't know how you're doing that.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's the problem. No, hold on.
The chat want to know if you white. They want to know if you white.
Hey, Platt. The point of it is you're associating the R&B guys with a street thug. I'm saying compared to other R&B guys. You had Tevin Campbell out here singing, dude, and then you got Jodeci.
You think Jodeci was more thuggish
than Tevin Campbell? Yes.
No, the other R&B groups of the time, 112,
Jesse Powell, yes. Then Joe,
they were all on the same lines. Like who?
No.
How did they make them seem more thuggish? I'm confused.
Powell and Kenny Lattimore are not the same as a Jodeci, dog.
Right, but how do they try to make Jodeci look like thugs? He said Kenny Lattimore Platt.
Compared to Kenny Lattimore, dog, they was out at the same time.
Is Kenny Lattimore a thug?
No, he's not a thug. He's an architect that can sing.
But how did they make him look like thugs? You still haven't clarified.
Compared to a Kenny Lattimore or a damn Jesse Powell, dude, come on.
Kenny Lattimore was the cool. Kenny Lattimore was cool. What's the guy? What's the guy who sings that song with Tamia, with what you call his wife? Spend my life with you. What's that brother name? You know that brother?
Yeah.
He's still on Instagram. He be on my.
He was married to Holly Berry for a second. Eric Benet. Was it Eric Benet?
Eric Benet.
Is that him? Yeah. Eric Benet?
I think it is Eric Benet. Yeah, I think so.
Well, now, yeah,
Jodeci or Eric Benet, bro. Jodeci or Eric Benet.
Yeah, well, he needed some help. He needs some thugs.
Come on, bro. That's what I was talking about. Compared to other R&B dudes.
I'm sorry, but you still haven't clarified what made them look like thugs.
Compared to Eric Benet, bro.
But you tell me compared to Eric Benet, I don't know what you mean. What exactly about them makes them look like thugs?
They look more rugged than him. That's all it is.
So you saying just because they look more rugged, that makes them look like thugs?
You know who was real thugs out there in the industry, in my opinion? Mobb Deep. The way they presented, now even the way they rapped, what they with the shook ones, and then if you go and look at them, hold up, you talking about a dude? You talking about a concert with ain't number dudes? What they call it, a sausage fest? Bro, ain't gonna be nothing but dude at a Mobb Deep.
It's nothing but game bangers in there, dog. It's nothing but a bunch of session.
Wu-Tang was outside.
It's blunts. It's 9mm pistols and it's gang sets. That's all it's at Mobb Deep concerts, bro.
I mean, there was a ton of them back in the day that was
the Red Man guy. The Red Man guy, he would invite the entire crowd on the stage. It'd be like 100, 200 people on stage. He's in the middle singing his stuff. The women didn't go to those shows, man.
Yeah, Wu-Tang was outside for real.
Yeah,
some of them probably were, but I'm just saying those are thugs. I'm saying when you say a Red Man, he was a thug, and
Method Man.
Yeah, he was.
If you say so.
He was on
I mean, there's a Wu-Tang show on Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay.
They spoke about their lives. Them boys is outside.
Yeah, they got the Wu on Hulu. Yeah, I seen that. Seen parts of it.
Yeah, they thugs. They were thugs.
But you don't, R&B singers are R&B singer, and Chris Brown. I mean, he ain't no punk, but Chris Brown ain't no thug.
Nah, he ain't no thug.
But y'all got to compare him to other R&B singers in this genre, man. Like not just in general.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Chris Brown's an entertainer. He's an R&B singer.
Yeah, that gets in a lot of conversations.
He's a great performer. He has great talent for his performances. He's really good at his job.
Drew Hill, underrated, probably Boys to Men. I bet you Boys to Men would probably give out an ass whooping to anybody, but nobody. they never built themselves that way.
No.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but why would they though? Because they was outside singing. They didn't have to make controversy.
Right,
they made good music.
Really, R&B don't have to do it. And we say that really the only thug that we know is a thug was Suge Knight from the beginning to the end. He was a thug.
Well, I thought he was a gangster, fam. I thought he was real blood.
Tupac was a thug. From day one, he was a thug. And even now in his jail cell, he's a thug. He's still talking crazy from the neck. And he ran over that stuff. Because I tell people, I said, man, you see that? He just ran over that man. Is he crazy? He didn't care. So that's not somebody that's pretending anything. That's somebody that's 100% what he said. And all that in the movie Bumpton and all that crazy.
I mean, every movie Suge Knight was portrayed in, man, he was a thug. I mean, he was a gangster, bro. He was a straight gangster.
Yeah,
He
he was
rolled with
yeah.
gangsters. He was gangster, bro.
Suge Knight, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Suge Knight was a gangster, bro. He wasn't a thug, bro.
What about Diddy?
No,
Was
he's
Diddy
a
a
thug.
thug?
I think
Diddy
Nah,
be acting thuggish, but he wasn't no thug,
nah.
man.
He
But
don't.
You went to
Diddy don't
private
even
school.
act.
You went to private school. What do you mean?
He don't even
it
act
don't
thuggish,
matter.
man. He acts like a spoiled dude. Is basically how he acts. A spoiled,
The
Well, he was
perverse
spoiled.
dude.
the
Yeah, he was.
shooting in the nightclub, the rumor that he may have had a contract on Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't thuggish. That's just some
That's a
scared
business
nigga.
move.
I think we're splitting.
What
I
kind
think
of
we're
business
splitting
is that?
hairs.
I don't
I
know.
I'm just
right?
saying he's not a
That
thug.
sounds
Let's
like some
say-
that sounds like
well,
some
let's
thug
talk
business to
about-
me.
Let's talk about like we can't that criminal stuff, which they may have or may not have done. We don't, I don't know.
Then we can't talk about thugs. Then that's what they do. They do criminal stuff.
Well, yeah, okay, they do, but we don't want to get into specifics. And on top of that, you got to remember. Let me tell you something on that. But since you brought it up, I know a guy. He stole a brick from a guy. He stole the brick. He used to work for the guy. One day he just stole the brick, and the guy was mad. And he was telling all the people, and everybody knew him, and he knew them. And the guy said, blah 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 blah. I got back to him. The dude said, well, blah 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 blah. And he told her, he put it on the street. Say, I got a brick on his head. And that dude said, well, check this out. I just put this brick I stole on your head. Now what? So just like they put these things out, they put out all these contracts. Guess what? Just when they can put it on you too.
Yeah, it works both ways.
There
All
you
you
go.
need is some money.
That's what I'm saying. No, Negroes be wolfing it up, thinking it's one way. It ain't one way. They're sending that shit right back to you. You don't want to play it. Guess what? Be careful with that. That's all I'm saying.
Your boys will crash out for a couple bands out nowadays.
Okay.
Easy.
And we, that's unfortunate for us as a community. That is, man. The black community, bro, it's depressing. Look at the rodeo. Just about any time we have something, motherfuckers start fighting. Old beefs. You left her. That's your baby mama from 8 years ago. You married, got 2 kids. You living and loving, and here come your baby mama with her bull talking about something that 5 years, 8 years ago. Now she fighting you at the concert. Now she trying to grab your old lady. We are messed up, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, most of that, fam, I know based on like shows, right? Like when black people do shows, they think they don't need security, right? And if they hire security, they hiring their homeboys and people they know instead of hiring like the police department. So when things go down, it's never no real control over it.
What's
And
that
it just
got to do with the rodeo, though?
What I'm speaking about what he just said as far as the black community. As far as the rodeo go, man, you can't stop females from moving how they move. Bro, they've been dressing like that for years, bro.
But they stopped them, Olive Garden or Red Lobster, all those places to eat stopped them.
Yeah, it's controllable. That's controllable. But the rodeo, it ain't really controllable, fam. It's been like that.
Now. They enforce the dress code now.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, it's been like that for years, bro.
But they said they got kids there. So by them saying kids.
Gee, kids been going for years.
But if
I don't know why. What's your point if they're changing it now?
Cut the pockets out your pants. If you're a woman, you're looking for attention or a man, and you cut your pants so high, you cut the pockets out, and you put them on, and your whole back's out. The people who run the place can tell you no, you can't enter.
They're doing that now, and it's 2026. I'm telling you, they've been doing that for years.
What's your point? We just told you they can't do it from here on out. Why do you keep saying that?
The reason why I'm saying it is because they were doing it for years, bro.
But you said
they can't do it. But they can't do it now.
They controlling them. You said
listen. The 2026 rodeo is over with. Okay. They didn't stop them until the end of the rodeo, bro. They didn't stop them at the beginning. Right. They stopped them at the end, bro.
But from here on out, But here on out, they stopped them. From now on,
You
they're
don't know
stopped.
that. You don't know that.
What do
If
you?
you don't, bro, if you don't go
What
to
are you
the
talking
Houston
about?
rodeo where
That's
I
true.
live at, I'm telling you, in 2025 and 2016 and 2009,
But what
they
does
were
that
doing
got
the
to?
same
What
thing.
does that got to do with now? What are you talking about?
He's saying that they ain't gonna change it. They just telling y'all that.
Bro, come
They're
on,
gonna have
dog.
to. No, they're gonna
Listen,
have to change it
no, they
because they
don't,
said
bro.
they will.
No, whatever, bro. They say a lot of things,
Because
bro. The president tell you things
because
and y'all believe it. What are
All
you
right.
talking
Can
they
we
about?
said
wait? Can we wait till next year before you say? I don't know
I don't
why.
have to wait
If
and tell nothing because I'm telling you what it is, bro. Listen, let me say something to y'all, bro.
oh
As
Jesus
far as when
Christ,
it comes to the black community, bro, we are the people that are outside and make life exciting. I don't care what none of y'all say, bro. When we get together, it's always some type of event. It look like ratchetness, it's chaos, it's
that's not
unordered.
true.
Bro,
That's not
what?
true, player.
Okay, so give me a black event.
The Dade County Youth Fair.
Bro, man, come on, bro. Come
The
on, bro.
Dade County Youth Fair.
he's saying
What are
it's a
you
black
laughing?
event. I guess
Come
I've
on,
never
bro.
been to Dade
Listen, bro, we
County
talking about
Youth Fair.
grown people, bro.
I'm like,
Love and hip hop
I know it's Florida.
season 8 reunion.
So just so people understand, the Dade County Youth Fair is probably the biggest fair in South Florida every year. It comes around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
There's also a Broward County Youth Fair as well, not around the same time.
Well, we're not talking about the Texas Youth Rodeo, bro. We're talking about grown people. Why are you bringing the youth in it?
I didn't say youth. I said the Dade County Fair.
Bro, you said youth
Youth
fair.
fair. It's a youth fair.
Right,
What are you
but that
talking
it's a
about?
fair. That's the formal name of it. It's where adults go. It's the same thing as the rodeo. It
It
has
is not the
rides,
same. It is
snacks.
not the
What do you?
same.
Why
Absolutely
is it
not,
not the
bro.
same?
It's
Why?
not the same, bro.
I didn't
Why?
know they served.
A fair is
I
not a
know
rodeo,
I'm
bro.
in
What are you
Texas,
talking about?
Okay,
and at the
but
rodeos
I
they sell
think
beer. They got
Was
food. They got
They
cattle.
you
they
guys
sell
just
it at the
said
Dade County Youth Fair too.
hold on for a minute, hold up. You
Bro,
guys said rodeo and it
It's
just
everybody
popped in
there.
my head. Juvenile, Cash Money. Was Cash Money the thugs?
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. They was
All
holding
of
up
BG
the
them?
stands for
flag.
baby gangster.
Yeah,
Okay,
some of them
BG.
in
Yeah, he
jail.
went to jail.
Yeah, all
What
of them
about
selling dope.
what about Juvie?
He was
Absolutely.
selling. He was slinging dope.
Nah, Juvie wasn't no thug.
Man, Juvie was a thug, bro.
He
Juvie,
liked the ladies
Juvie,
though.
Juvie grew up in New Orleans. He had no choice.
Mm.
And he made it. He didn't have a choice.
I don't think so, but
But what are you
I'm gonna
talking
go.
about? You
I'm gonna go
you
with you on this.
Hey
I got
man.
peoples from there
Hey,
that's not
listen, man.
thugs. So I'm
Listen,
saying,
listen. I'm gonna tell
They
you
made
for
they
real.
made some songs.
Everybody
Though, Juvie
everybody that will
did.
put in work don't look like you would think they look. You know what I'm
Juvie was
true,
saying?
just
very true,
Juvie
very
was
Hey,
true.
look.
just from the projects, bro. He wasn't
Most
no thug.
hey, a lot of the thugs I knew, they was also very athletic, and some of them was really smart. But they will,
Hmm.
man, they might put you down, man. A lot of them even went off to college. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Later. So like I don't. So what
yo,
people
people
think
grow up,
about
bro.
the thug is different, depending on where you from and who you know.
Juvie was from the projects. The baby guy, he was a thug. Wayne from the project. Wayne ain't no thug. The BG guy was a thug. The Manny guy, he wasn't a thug. Turk went to jail, if you want to call him that or whatever. But there was some thugs in the group, but the thugs got locked down. The other guys, they just was from the projects. So let me ask you guys this: if you from the projects, did it make you a thug?
Not
Absolutely.
necessarily. No, it
Wow.
don't necessarily. No, it don't.
Absolutely. And
But
you are whatever you are in the eyes of the law. If the law says you're a thug, you're a thug.
oh
I'm
If you
man,
asking you,
if you
Tabor,
live in the projects, you're a thug.
so if I tell you I'm from the projects in Georgia, South Side, you're gonna assume I'm a thug?
Never heard of him, but yes, I would assume you're a thug.
well, all right. So that's why people assume black people are just thugs too.
Come on, fam.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that's just ignorance. Cause I'm from the
Bro,
hood
that's
and I'm
not,
not a
bro,
thug.
I mean,
that's
So
according
not
to that
ignorant.
logic. So,
Flat,
like,
peep game,
I
bro.
mean,
Listen, bro,
yeah.
when I was 16, years old in Houston, Texas, I stayed in Spring Branch. On my way from work in an A&W uniform, I had a stick in my hand. A lawman pulled me over and pulled a gun out on me, bro. He watched me walk home
Or
every
you go
night,
by the
bro.
white man? I'm asking you, but you go by what the white man think.
No, I go by how I know how to deal with people.
What?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Everybody, you're saying that I'm very, very familiar with the projects. Everybody in projects, every man, every child that's between 18 and 23, they're not thugs. They're not even
Yeah,
close
they're
to
not.
being a thug.
Most of them aren't. Just so y'all clear.
I
Yeah,
mean,
most of
at
them
this
aren't.
point, bro, I gotta ask you, what is a thug?
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight was a gangster, bro.
That's a
Okay,
thug.
What's the
gangsters
difference
are
between a
thugs.
thug and a gangster?
He actively claimed blood. He's a certified
That's
gangster,
a
bro.
that's a thug, sir.
No, it's
Because
not. Again,
What?
what is a thug, bro?
gangsters are
What?
thugs, but all thugs are not gangsters.
There's a difference between thugs and gangsters.
Yes, there's a
Like,
difference, bro.
Help us
According to
since
out.
your
when?
definition.
Help us
Since
out.
Bro,
when?
since forever.
Help
Well,
us out,
No, not.
boy.
hey, let's
Help
follow.
us
I'm following the
out.
logic. I'm following the logic here. All right, so you're saying a gangster is a gang banger, but a gang banger is a thug. But all thugs are not gang bangers. So there you go. There's thugs that are
All
not.
thugs are not gangbangers, bro.
There's some non-denominational thugs out there.
That road
I'm sorry.
dolo, that still
How is
do
a
dirt.
wait? So how is a gangbanger not a thug?
Well, no. All gang bangers are thugs by default.
Okay.
All
Oh,
thugs
okay.
are
I
not.
mean, we're
All thugs are not gang
I,
bangers. There you go.
I think
Right,
we're
that's
just splitting
true. So
hairs on.
no,
We're
it's not splitting
hairs
hairs. It's
on
just,
that.
he's
We're
the one
not
who's
splitting hairs,
separating.
bro. We're
Hold
not
on,
splitting
but what
hairs.
you
Yes.
wait, but hold on to boy. What he just said means gangbangers are thugs. So I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm still
That's
confused.
the point I was making, bro. He just said it.
He's a specific type of thug. He's a gangster thug.
Okay, so
Not
we're
even.
just calling.
You don't even have to. You don't even have to.
Tabor.
Go ahead. My bad.
Sugar Knight, from the time we met him, was a thug. Now you keep talking about he was in the streets, he was a gangster. I could care less about that. He was a thug, and just like he was a thug, look at where he wound up. He's always been a thug. And,
Yeah, so-
and even back during the days with the 200 million in the bank, he proudly proclaimed himself to be a thug. He proudly said he was like that. And then we know about this movie came out, and then he ran over this dude. But before that, he was vocal about how he was a thug.
And guess who was hanging out with him? Jodeci. Jodeci was hanging out with Suge Knight. They're thugs. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Listen, G.
You
Okay,
actually- you
so
made that
so
connection.
with what you're saying right now, Platt, this is a grouping all the black people together and saying all black people are degenerates, right? I'm telling you, a gangster is different from a thug, bro.
Who said that?
Oh, that's splitting hairs, man. Come on,
Bro,
let's
no,
get
it's
these
not,
people
bro.
on this-
It's not.
It
He's
is.
not.
No,
splitting
it's
hairs
not, bro.
anymore. He's past
It
splitting hairs,
is.
my man.
He said,
He's
I'm
past it.
grouping all
it's
black.
not, bro.
How am I grouping all black people together?
Because you saying, okay, so if you take,
hold on. Before you
Who
respond, let me say this.
cares?
I'm gonna say this. Suge Knight, he's not all black people. Went in interviews and self-proclaimed himself to be a thug. The Tupac, the thug life or whatever, all of that stuff that was on his stomach, the music they were making. He said he represented the thugs.
thug,
The thugs.
yes.
Hold up, Suge Knight didn't go around talking about he a gangbanger and he only represents this side of the community. He said, I'm a thug and I represent thugs. And the music we made is for the real, he got into the N-word and all of that stuff. He always said that. Now, you up here trying to say he wasn't a thug when he was saying he was a thug.
Well, people can say a lot of things, bro.
All black, I said him. He's in jail now. He'll die in prison. Hold up. My point is this. You can be just like Suge Knight. Identical to him, but look at what's going to happen to you. If you cool with that, then do your thing. But learn from his mistakes. Don't be like this man.
Man,
there ain't nothing to brag about saying you like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
So I don't know if y'all been picked up by the cops before, right? But it doesn't matter. A thug is a look.
What does that? I've been picked up by cops. I'm not a thug.
Yeah, that's fine that you've been picked up by cops, but I'm telling you, thug is a
why
look.
bring that up? Why did you even bring that up?
Well, if you let me get to my point before you just telling me about your personal situation.
Man, you are just all over the damn place, dude.
I'm not all over the place. You're just not
you
listening.
are.
Let him put his
If
point,
you
bro.
stop talking, I can make a point.
Make your damn point, so you'll shut
Thank
the
you.
hell up.
Thug
welcome.
is a look. Thug is a look, bro. There's a reason
Oh my
why a cop
God.
would put. Come on, bro. You don't have to be a female about it, bro. I let you speak. I'm speaking. So just chill.
You're the
Thug is
one
a
being a
look, bro.
female,
You would. Thug is a look, bro.
literally arguing semantics at this point.
Thug
It's not
is a look,
semantics.
bro.
It's illogical. It's illogical.
Thug is a look, bro. Gangster is not a look, bro.
What?
Fine. You're right.
You realize? Wait. No. But does he realize?
Just tell him he's right.
You
Gangsters
can
have a
argue all
dress
you
code.
want to. Thug is a look, bro. Whatever. Whatever, bro.
Gangsters have colors.
No.
No,
Bro.
they don't, bro.
You don't.
They
You
all
don't
don't have
understand
colors,
that.
bro.
You don't understand. Like if you've never been affiliated, dude, it might be hard to understand. You do not have to wear colors or anything like that to be affiliated. You could do.
No,
whatever
I
you
know
want.
that. I have family members that are affiliated.
Okay, then.
But gangsters do
Y'all
have
don't
an
even let
image.
people explain, bro.
Listen to me,
You just
Tabor.
Nigga, you
overtalk
can't
for no
explain.
reason.
You can't explain nothing, man.
Tabor,
You
I just
Tabor.
explained
No,
it.
you can't.
Tabor,
Thug
Tabor,
is a look. What are you talking about?
There you go. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
It's a look.
Yeah.
It's a look.
Gangster's a look. Right? No, thug's a look, and gangster is. I don't know what the gangster is, but the whole point is no. The whole point is Suge Knight, Short Suge. His grandmama named him Sugar as a kid. It got cut to Suge. Suge Knight was a thug, and he was proud thug. And he, I hate the fact that he did that to Pac. He pushed Pac to make that music. Pac could make any type of music, but he wanted Pac to make that type of music. And then he wound up with what? Pac lost his life, Suge Knight, and then look, in the end, this man would, lost death row, got bankrupt. Now that man is in, as we speak, that man is in a prison cell for the rest of his life. So no, I cannot say that I'm impressed by his thuggery. I think it was a bad mistake. And I think that if I could have said something to him, maybe Pac would be alive and maybe he wouldn't be living like this.
Well, Pac chose to hang with who he hung with.
Said he couldn't get out of the deal.
I wouldn't have let him out either. He was worth too much.
Dre got out. Dre was worth more.
Yeah, but Dre was also one of the pillars in what happened.
But Dre got away from them. Dre was worth way more than Pac.
Yeah, but that was hard to do. What's the name? I think was it Corrupt? Corrupt, yeah, got his ass whooped. I mean, it's kind of hard leaving the dude, you know what I'm saying, that was going to kill you. Have people with dogs and shit.
And Dre say he walked away with nothing when he left Death Row.
But he got out of the deal. He's a billionaire now.
Exactly. So he walked away. He had to leave everything, which is fine because the aftermath, he went and got Eminem. And Eminem got 50 Cent.
Hold up, you know what? And that is the price you got to pay. He had them contracts. Dre had to leave. He took everything from Dre, and he was surprised. He said, "Man, this he still left." Sugar would sign him to them contracts. He said, "But I'm gonna take the car, I'm gonna take the house, and I got all of the music." And Dre said, "Cool, just let me out." He said, "I'll make it. I'll be fine." And Dre, as we speak, I think a week ago, he was certified billionaire, Dr. Dre.
I seen it too.
Yeah, and you look at Suge. Suge's still in a prison cell. He'll die in prison. And that just show you, see, that's what I mean. No. Because we got to be careful with uplifting this thug stuff, because this stuff is very detrimental to the Black community. I get it, man. Don't be a punk. I get that part. Oh, you represent your community, represent your hood, represent the things you represent. Yeah, but when it becomes detrimental to other Black people, it's not productive.
Yeah, people don't care though, fam.
I care. And guess what? Dre cares. Dr. Dre cares. Because he said, I signed the deal. You can have the chronic. You can have all of this stuff. Let me out. And he said, okay, but we take it out. Take it all. And look at him. He believed in himself. And look at him now. Look at him now. He just was certified a billionaire.
Right. No.
So he believed in himself. And even though he made some mistakes, he believed himself. Unfortunately for Pac, he was in too deep. And, it cost him his life.
Pac made some good music. That's all he could do. He wasn't making no beats. Pac wasn't even worried about his paperwork.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Yeah. Now, what I did like about Dre was, he come across as, a tough guy, but at the end of the day, he was just really about making music and making his bread. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, there's that, but if we talking about at least from the movie of what we seen, Dre still moved a certain way until he got older.
yeah, but I mean,
Is Cube a thug? Ice Cube?
Absolutely.
No.
Oh, come on, man.
Absolutely. Come on, bro.
He's a reformed thug. Reformed thug.
He was. You're right. His first 2-3 years in the business, especially his first album, he projected nothing but dysfunction and thuggery. But now, married man, grown kids, walking around with the black plan.
The movies he create, like
yeah, the movies and stuff. He is far from being a thug. But he ain't a punk. He's not a punk, but he's not. No, he doesn't project himself as a thug at all. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but you can grow. You can low key grow out of certain things, or not even grow out of it. I mean, it's still at bay.
Maturity, bro.
But he just don't move like that. It ain't no money in it.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, at the same, like, even the white guy said this, man. Like, a Jordan Peterson. I don't know if y'all ever listened to him, but he said, like, hey, in order to be a man, you got to have a little bit of danger to you. You got to be a little dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So you're not a man if you can't destroy something or defend yourself, dude. So we all dangerous. Some of us like to put it on display more than others. You know what I'm saying?
And some of us just look a certain way anyway.
Yeah, that's true. You look how you look.
And you can't stop that. So if you throw a hoodie on with a ball cap and you got some Jordans, they don't care that you got a good job. They'll run you through the ringer too.
And
that's just based on how you look.
That goes on something I was talking about earlier, though, when I was saying that, like, if a certain people want to see you a certain way, it doesn't matter what you do.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I get that. You know what I mean? And some of us sometimes we gotta come to accept that, like, that there's always gonna be somebody. I'm not saying the whole community or the majority of the people will, but there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna look at you in a way that you don't perceive yourself as. And it's just the reality of it, man. Like, sometimes that's that woman that you're trying to talk to. She see you some way that you don't want to be, you don't see yourself as. That's why she.
Yeah, but you can't let them look. I get what you're saying, brother, but you can't let women craft you like that.
I didn't say that has nothing to do with crafting you, bro.
No,
that's their perception. Their perception and your crafting is two
okay. Well, go find one. I want a thug. Okay. I don't want to be a thug. You go find you a thug.
Right, exactly.
Let these women craft you, man. Be who you are.
That ain't got nothing to do with who you are. That how somebody wants to receive you or appreciate you has nothing to do with who you are. You got to
go and let her do that. And I'm sorry, I don't even give women that much power. Women sleep with the men who they like, and a lot of times they sleep with men that you would question if they even know who they want to sleep with. They sleep with men that they want. So it's a question of making them want you. All that thug stuff they can keep. They might want a thug until they meet you. Then they're gonna go ahead and give it up to you.
Right. Never know. You know what I'm saying? They don't do what they want to do. You know
do what they want to do. There it is. That's the conversation right there. They're gonna do what they want to do.
That's what I'm saying.
Latto is with this low life dirtbag right here, 21 Savage. Latto's with him because Latto sounds retarded when she talks. All she does is twerk.
You ain't gotta do it like that.
All she does is twerk, and that's what I'm saying. And most men with options and values, they don't want women like that. So
they'll play with her though.
Not really. She's left with the 21 Savages of the world.
Yeah.
No, they won't. If you done that, man, if you done hit women like that, smashed women like that when you was between 25 and 18 once or twice, if you 26, 27, you no longer want that. You no longer want that. You say, oh, this mixed chick right here who keep tooting that thing up. Yeah, I'm good, bro. You get it though.
I mean, some people like them, man. Like, ain't nothing wrong with the chick, man. Like the build, it's something wrong with her personally, but ain't nothing wrong with other people of that, arrangement of complexion, man. They is who they is, man.
Man, it's not like black men are big up in chicks like the Lauryn Hills of our day today. They're not doing nothing like that.
What do you mean? I don't know if that's the case. Where
What's her name?
Chicks?
What's her name? What's the one that would be equivalent to Lauryn Hill that's out today?
No, but what I'm saying to you is that you're saying, men, they're not bigging up chicks like Lauryn Hill. And the reason why I'm saying that's not the case is because there's not many chicks like Lauryn Hill.
No,
So
you said there's not many, but there is one. Give me a couple of them, at least one.
I don't know, man. Like what do you mean in terms of what? Talent or in terms of looks or what?
I'm saying, he's talking in terms of a man getting with her.
What I'm saying is that when you go and see who dudes are following, they're not following like natural chicks that's just poised online, bro. They're doing extra stuff.
You're starting to sound like a chick. Why would they follow
the insult
straight? Why would they follow a straight arrow chick online? That's not the arena for that.
Then with that, right? You couldn't even complain about how chicks are moving if y'all ain't following the chicks. That's just basic.
No, you don't understand. So,
bro, I do understand. You don't.
Let me talk. Let me talk. Obviously, you fail to realize that when men look at women, there's two categories: smash and dash, or wifey. If she don't meet the credentials for wifey, which will be very clear to most men looking at them, she's a smash and dash. It's that simple.
Bro, so smash and dash become wives every day. What are you talking about?
Hey,
for men that don't qualify for anything better.
That's not true.
Here's another way to look at it though too. So like, all right, let's talk about, you got the Instagram chick and you got the natural chick that don't get as much followers. Either way it goes, it's not 100% of the population that's looking at one, not the other, dude. It's right. Like online is not the end all be all. That's just the online.
I didn't say
profile. No, I'm not saying you did say it. So I'm saying, like, if they're not following them online, that just means they're just not following them online. That doesn't mean they don't find them attractive in real life. Because a lot of dudes don't follow any chicks on Instagram, like, period. They don't know them, they ain't following, And it might be the mindset of the type of guy that's into that chick versus the type of guy that's into the Instagram supermodel chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys don't gotta like all the same chick. You know what I mean? We got preferences and there's different groups that we'll look at. We got different attractions to different things. Like, I don't really like a lot of Instagram chicks. Personally, I think they all fake. I don't like fake anything. I actually like natural beautiful women. I like women without makeup. I like women with natural hair. I like black women. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not opposed to a white chick or Dominican or Asian chick, as long as they still natural and they are who they are, so I'll just appreciate the natural beauty of a woman. I don't need all the enhancements, all that stuff. So none of the chicks I would probably really like or follow will ever be on Instagram. But there's a lot of beautiful chicks in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you're not going to see too many Spanish women or white women outside with wigs on.
Yeah, but you'll see him half or not dressed.
So yeah, I'm talking about the wigs. I know they're gonna be. I know how they're gonna be dressed. I'm talking about what would look natural.
I know white chicks that rock wigs, and sometimes you can't tell.
Yeah, because I don't know any. Their hair wigs. I mean, I've seen it, but that's relevant.
Bro, you don't see it like that.
But I mean, you're just pinpointing wigs. What about the other stuff?
I'm not worried. I'm talking about wigs to make a point, bro. Again, dudes are not looking at regular chicks and bigging them up, bro. They're bigging up the superficial ones.
I would say
that's not true.
I would say that there are actually more white women with wigs that you would know, but if you're not primarily with white women or around them, you
wouldn't know. Right.
Bro.
But back to your point. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say
it's a whole lot. It's way more single white women than single.
A lot more. A lot more.
Let's take these day naps. If you go on these day naps and you put that you only looking for black women, I mean, I don't know what's on there. So your phone will fill up or whatever your match is. But take that off and say white women. What you see, damn. You're gonna be like, damn.
Yo, most white women ain't cute without makeup on.
Oh, I wouldn't say that,
I don't
bro.
know about that, but I'm just saying.
Bro, you talk about natural white women, bro.
Yeah, yes.
Bro, it don't be a lot of them, bro. Without no makeup on, bro. No, bro. No, bro.
I live in a white neighborhood, and a lot of them don't wear makeup. So I just I don't think that's true.
Yeah, you gotta. It's just it just work, man. I don't know, man. Like it's just your experience, bro. I'm like I just can't agree with it. But you can have your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
And that's fine. You don't agree with it, right? But I know, right? Most white women walk around with some type of makeup on.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's
I mean,
wrong
I would
with
say no, because when I go to the supermarket, like today, they didn't have no makeup on, unless they was.
Bro, you couldn't tell. You just
Of
think
course
you can.
I can tell. What do you mean I can't tell?
Bro,
about makeup?
there's makeup that you can't tell is makeup.
I was in I was in the grocery store yesterday, and I saw a whole bunch of I got exactly what you said. I saw a whole lot of plain Jane women, just regular smegular. When I was in the grocery store, then all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, beautiful ass white woman stood out like a sore finger, and she walked by, and I said, "Damn!" I'm like, "Damn, this motherfucker good looking." And she went over, and she was there. And no, I don't mean as far as the makeup, she didn't have she didn't have less of that than anybody else. She just was a good looking woman. So you're saying, I say all of them should wear makeup, but good looking women, there's a lot of them, but we assume that somehow they're just all over the place. They're not all over the place.
They're not at all.
There's a lot of them, but they're not all over. And now obviously if out of 40, 50 women, this one stands out. What about the men? So where you think the men gonna make that play at? They're gonna go after her, right? They're gonna go after the other ones. They're gonna go after the other. So and she was young and beautiful.
I mean, young is the thing.
Walk right on by. Walk on by. If I wouldn't have done it because I don't know her, but I could have live streamed. You see what I'm talking about? I don't know who that woman was. I don't know who she was, but she stood out. Seeing black women like that, just out of nowhere, just regular schmegler, not in a nightclub, not in a night scene, regular schmegler, then boom. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'll be downtown a lot, man, and it just pop out like that every once in a while. You be like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just come out of an office building. You know what I'm saying?
Exception.
Might be a lawyer or some kind of.
He said the Sun does the number on white women.
Who?
The Sun does the number on white women.
Yeah,
it does.
I mean, sometimes be over sunbathing though. That'd be cooking skin, man. You know.
So you got to keep your white woman inside.
No,
almost.
Man, they can't.
You got to turn her into a goth chick.
She can't be outside. She gonna get sunburned.
Emo plat, emo. Yeah, you gotta turn into an emo plat, not a goth.
You know what y'all call them? Emo? I don't even. Emo, what's that?
They dress them for them funny outfits.
Like goth. It's goth.
Yeah, like goth. But it's goofy.
Oh no.
I disagree with it, bro. I mean, I disagree. I saw a white girl, probably 10, 12 years ago. I was at the record store, man, and it was early too, because anyhow, I was there and it was opening up. And this goth chick, man, I was on the other side of town too. This goth chick was coming in. And I asked the white dude there, I said, man, ain't that? What is that? He said, she's goth. And I said,
white
what
girl?
does that mean? Yep. And he said, what does that mean? He says, damn, she don't really come out in the sun. Said she likes, I said, so what she don't want? She said, yeah, the paler the better. Yeah, but that chick was pretty, man. I said, man, that's a pretty white girl. Man.
Yeah, they be like that. I'm telling you, but they need makeup. Unless they're young, and even then, they don't even have the same confidence. They put no makeup.
Well, she had on all of the hat, the black thing, and the she had the makeup on and stuff, and something she's supposed to get something from him. He was saying that she only shops at a certain time so she can miss the sun.
Yeah, you can't have them outside like that.
That's crazy.
And that's why black people, when they be outside, they be cutting up.
It's a bunch of black. It's a bunch of black goth girls, right?
Yeah, I'm
I know.
starting to see them online now.
Yeah, and they be
everywhere.
having heavy makeup on. I've never seen a black goth girl without makeup.
Who smashed a black goth chick? Who?
No.
I've never have.
Nah,
Those are the anime type black chicks too.
No.
Yeah.
They like
white dudes.
They don't get along with our community that much.
They probably do. A lot of them coming from those. Yeah, you're right. Their preference is white. But I don't think they're divestors, though. No, I don't think it's that far with a divestor. I just think because it's black men, it's black guys who are goth. Have you seen those?
It's like a culture thing.
Okay,
almost.
yeah. So I think they would smash a black person that they liked. I don't think that like the divestors done with black women. I mean, black men. They're done.
Yeah, they don't like the thug look with the, and I'm telling you, thug is a look. They don't like the I mean, they can wear a hoodie, but it can't be like a hood hoodie, if that makes sense. It's an anime hoodie. They're in the anime together.
Now, I've never seen a black goth from the ghetto, ever. Never seen it. They tend to be black goth from the suburbs.
Suburbs.
Yes.
Because it costs money to be goth.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it costs money, bro. They got the chains, they got the Doc Martens on, they got the mascara.
Yo, that stuff ain't cheap, man. My daughter tried to roll like that for a couple of years when she was in high school, man. It is not cheap at all buying that stuff. It's kind of crazy.
A thug is not a criminal, bro. A thug is a look, bro. That's why they have black people out here that get arrested based on how they look. You're being classified as a thug.
You know, there's been a definition of a thug since before you was born. Why are you trying to change it now?
Somebody else said it. Bro, I'm not changing anything. I'm going based on our times, bro. And definitions get changed every day.
Yeah, but a thug isn't a look. A thug is stuff you do.
Okay, you keep saying that. I hear you.
What do you mean I keep saying that?
You saying that. I hear you.
Okay. You know, we used to get arrested in military uniforms too, right? So does that mean military dudes are thugs?
Is that because you're black?
Yeah.
He's saying you're a thug because you're black.
There it is, bro.
Is that what he's
bro, you
saying?
Automatically a thug because you're black,
that.
bro. That is American. That's American culture, bro.
But that don't mean you're a thug. That means they're arresting you.
It don't matter what you think you're not. I'm telling you what they think you are.
I got you, man. And what we got to do? Hold on, what we got to do is Darnella. Okay, what we got to do is go ahead and get out of here. Hey, Righteous, how you been doing? We ain't seen her in a while. We're gonna go ahead and shut this down. Hey, Righteous, you need to come up and join my war streams. I'm gonna do another Trump stream, going to war, because they're saying he getting circles ran around him and he don't know how to get out of this, and even they're saying Iran is even winning. So, and we gotta do that. That's unfortunate, man.
I heard we won. It was posted online. We won the war. It's over with.
Oh, it's the war. Okay. Well, there you go.
You
say so.
That's what the president said. Right?
Okay. So, Trump said it's over.
He said we won.
We won.
There you go. Well, we out of here, man. We appreciate you, Jabor.
All right, play. I appreciate y'all, man.
Shout out
Good
to
combo,
y'all,
players.
Yeah, don't let them beat you up, Jabor. You can handle them. Y'all
stood on my regardless, G.
They be thinking Jabor weak. He already ran one dude about it. He ran a dude to Nigeria.
Not the African.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Platt, man.
Right, we out of here, man. We'll see. Check me out, man. We're coming back. All right, Righteous. Don't be a stranger. Look, shout out to the chat box. Y'all take care. We out of here.